And you hear the good news?
I don't know, dude. I don't like when you ask me a question like this.
You hear Josh is dating a yacht designer.
Oh.
Yeah, Josh is soon to be reenacting 90 days around the world, 180 days around the world.
I
No,
heard
it
about
is.
this.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
The Titanic.
Absolutely
Right.
not. Absolutely not.
You can hit on it.
Dude, I'll tell you what.
Shout out you.
Shout out you.
Shout out you.
Hey, shot his shot twice. He warmed up, walked past us, said, "You guys dancing?"
Yeah.
A lot of
Okay, we
shots
just
missing
came out.
recently.
Preface, we went to New York this weekend. One of the things we did was I was coaxed into going out.
Coaxed.
And had a good time.
Yeah, I was gonna say. See?
Yeah, we went out to a couple
Drunk too.
bars.
He was drinking heavy.
Was not drunk.
Everyone in that
We'll
place.
talk about it because I have something to say about that.
Did he say-
Okay.
Did he slam a shitty cocktail?
I did. No.
Well, I
Yes.
don't think it
Well,
was bad.
there's somewhat. But
It was fun.
Okay.
we went to a couple bars. At one of the bars, I guess we'll just start with that. At one of the bars we went to, there was a fella in there. And we went to all gay-friendly bars because my brother's gay, and he likes to be safe when he goes out.
Shout out Kobe.
Shout out Kobe. Thank you. Bought us tickets to Kendrick Concert and all that. Appreciate you.
Famous-
Good
Oh, I
time. Let
bought
us stay
my
at his
own.
place.
Famous guest.
Well, me. But good time. Great time.
Big Ange fan.
But
Big
we get
Ange
there.
fan. And should have came.
Should have came. He would have loved it.
Probably should have came.
We'll go back.
We'll go back.
Now that I know I have a free house.
Yeah, I know, right?
I said, wait, I can go down to New York whenever I want. All
Give me
right.
the key and everything.
Shit. Yeah, give me the key and everything. It's their key for me. I
Hey,
said,
go have
fuck
fun.
I'm going to have a yacht to stay on.
Might
Right.
have to. So, yeah.
it. Sail down the coast.
Like Mike said, we were sitting at the table. Like, we went in there, danced around, whatever. Came out. The dude walks by our table, goes up to Mike, and goes, "You guys, like, y'all gonna go back and dance or whatever?" And what you were just like, "Oh, yeah." Oh, whoa.
You all
First
right?
off, I almost had a heart attack. A stroke, small stroke. The guy came up to me, sitting outside the table. First off, let me set the scene here. We walk into this is the third spot we go to.
Yeah.
Walk into this place. This is like the only, I'd say the only real club one we went
Yeah,
to.
club thing.
And so, yeah, it looked like we were. You never seen like a Chinese restaurant where they have like the casino in the back, and you got to walk through like a,
it's like tarp,
a hallway.
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like tarped, and it's like they're
and there's
playing
it's
fucking-
smoke. It's smoky as hell in there.
We walk through this place. We keep walking through this place, and then it opens into like a smoke room, not like smoke, but like a fog machine room.
Yeah, a bunch of fog machines.
No, it was an entrance bar.
Okay.
And you'd walk down this
Yeah.
hallway, and there was like a curtain, and the other side of the curtain was a bunch of fucking just fog machines. But anyways, so we were in
Laying
there
on
for
the
like
DJ.
30, 45 minutes. We came out. We sat at the table right next to it, and this guy walked past us. No one understood what the fuck he said the first two times.
No
and
shot, yeah.
And then third time, I got out of my chair. I was like, "What did
He
you
stood
say?"
up. He stood up and got to his ear.
And he was like, you guys dancing? I said, oh, we literally just came out. It sounded
Yeah.
like he was speaking a different language to me. I had no clue. And he was like, oh, okay. And I was like, okay. And I sat back down. And then probably like
That's what you said came out?
we just came out.
Is it?
How was it phrased?
That's got to be racist.
Homophobic.
What the hell?
I don't know. Maybe that's how he took it.
Oh no! No, he
What do you
said.
mean?
Oh, said like you said to him. Oh, we just came out. So he's like, oh, free game.
Oh, that's insane. You guys going in there? Oh, we just came out.
I don't know.
That's crazy.
Well-
That's crazy. That makes no sense at all.
I don't know.
Anyways.
that wrong?
Anyways.
No, I get you mean now. Maybe
That,
he
no,
did.
that makes
Maybe
no
he did.
sense at all. You guys going? Oh, we just came out.
You-
A day?
Still figuring it out.
he did say congrats after. I don't know why he said congrats.
Did he?
No, he didn't.
I don't remember what he said after that. But anyways, probably 10 minutes later, we went back in. And I don't know where he appeared from.
No
mind
clue.
Mind you, this room is dark.
Yeah.
Not pitch black because they had fucking lights in the ceiling, like doing
he-
fucking
Like,
shit.
yeah.
But it was like dark. Like you couldn't,
was
across
his
the room,
skin
you
color?
can't see
He's
it.
black. He's a black guy.
Yeah, he was light skinned.
Okay.
I think he was.
I think he looked like, who's the guy?
Lamine Yamal.
Yeah, Lamine
He did not
Yamal.
look like
He
Lamine
looked like
Yamal.
Lamine Yamal.
He had
Older
he did have
Lamine
the hair.
Yamal.
He had the hair.
He had the hair of Lamine Yamal.
But yeah. No. Also, no idea where he came from. But it was
out of the darkness.
my brother, Mike, my brother's roommate, and me
I keep
here
forgetting all their names.
in the Diamond. I remember. I don't want to.
Yeah, it was basically I was setting like a 1996 Michael Jordan triangle offense. but Josh was outside of it, and he got picked.
I was outside, and yeah,
He was Steve Kerr.
I was
He was
Steve Kerr.
in the wing, and at the corner of my eye, I saw the guy approach. Go, oh. Now, first off, this guy he gave Josh his drink to hold.
Okay.
Tony Kukoc.
First off.
Kukoc.
Listen, I got nothing wrong.
Tony Kukoc.
Nothing wrong, Tony. I got nothing wrong with anybody in the LGBTQ plus community whatsoever.
Right.
I was gonna give him my Instagram, and he could have followed it and done whatever the hell he wanted
Josh
with it.
started talking like Tony Soprano. He goes, I don't got any problem with him, but
No.
he's up.
No, he had no game. That's why he had zero game.
He got your Instagram.
No. Zero game. Want to know why? Dude goes, first off, mumbling too.
First
Don't know
off,
what the
you
fuck he's
can't
saying
hear
to me.
shit in this room.
No
Can't see
clue.
shit. Can't hear shit.
Big room, small room.
Relatively
Weirdly,
sized.
weirdly small,
Probably the size of this
medium
room.
room.
How many people?
Probably
Probably
the size of
about
the
the size of this room.
Decibels.
There weren't too many people in there.
It wasn't
It
too
was
many
just
people
loud
in there.
music.
It was probably like 20, 25 people.
But he
Maybe less than
fucking
that.
he comes up to me and he goes, I don't know what he says at first, and then he goes, hey, can you hold this? And I was like, sure. And I'm just like dancing, and I'm holding his phone and his drink now, and I'm dancing. And
Clean
then
move.
he pulls out a fucking like a weed pen, and like with a cap on it.
First off, corner of my eye. Now we're in New York. I thought he was pulling the fucking needle out. This guy like took the corner of my eye.
He's about to
take
go,
the cap off, and I was like, "What is going on?"
Both
Next
cap
to me.
Starts hitting the thing, and then he asked me what I wanted, and I said, "No, I'm good, brother." And now I said "brother" about 5-6 times, so he took the hint. But he
As I see this happening, I go, God, don't ask me. I go, please don't turn to me.
he hits it, whatever. I like just start giving him his stuff back because he was just kind of sitting there. So he takes it and he gets in my ear and he was like, "So no, like, oh, you're really cute, blah blah, whatever." And I was like, "Yeah, I appreciate it, brother." And I was still dancing, and he goes whispers some shit in my ear again, and I was like, "Oh yeah, no, yeah, but you hear friends, brother." And then I go, "By the way, like, appreciate it, but I'm not gay or whatever." He goes, "Yeah, I know you're not gay. You're like the straightest guy in here." And I went, "Thanks, brother."
You know how many people I've told that line to?
That's crazy.
What is the play
does
with
that
that
mean?
one? You're like the straightest guy in here. Is that a compliment? I'm
what
not
the
sure
fuck
what
that
I'm
means.
listening to right now.
And then at that point, my brother's like, "I'm gonna go get a water." And I looked at him, and I think he sees my eyes. And he goes, "You want to come with?" And I'm like, "Yes."
See, now, I was thinking about just grabbing you, but I was like,
Just
you know
pull
what?
me
They're
away?
having a polite conversation. I go, he's not pressing him. So I was like, he's
He wasn't
fine.
pressing. He wasn't pressing.
Yeah, so I wasn't going to do it.
But yeah, he asked for my Instagram, gave my Instagram. He immediately got blocked.
Yeah,
if
that
he
was
had
funny.
if he had better game, he would have been able to stay there. But
Yeah, I'm not sure the last ditch extra to go, you're the straightest guy in here.
I don't.
All right?
Have you ever shot that shot before? I don't think he shot that shot before.
I've never
I don't think
seen
he
you shot
practiced
that shot
one.
He wanted to be like, well,
That's
I'm
crazy.
not that straight.
Right. And you bagged him.
I tell you, well, what the fuck do you mean by that?
Yeah, what do you mean by that?
What do you mean the
No, I'm
straightest?
not.
Right? Like,
Prove it now.
what is the move after that one? That's a last ditch effort.
No, I'm not.
Yeah. Don't get that at all. Yeah.
Well, welcome back to Diversity Catalogue.
Thanks.
Uh,
And you know when we go out at like fucking like 10, 10:30,
Yeah.
11 pushing it. I think we got to the club at the first place 11:30.
Yeah, I hate
But that's
And then
different.
the
It's
second
different.
place was like 12:30. We got to this last place at probably fucking 1:00 in the morning.
so over that.
Crazy. There was a line
they-
at the door of the other place. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie. They just like I assumed it was gonna be like you. I was telling Mike the
was
day
fun.
before we went. I was like, we're gonna be out for like a while, right?
Really?
Like, we're gonna be out
We-
pretty late. We got home at 3.
Yeah.
But I feel like
Got
it's
home at 3.
I hate that.
I feel like
Imagine
it
we left
depends
at
on
3.
the area though. Like I think cities like that.
Oh, New York,
people
yeah.
be doing that. Like when we went to Montreal, like
Right.
I'm not even kidding. Like it's a Thursday night.
Yeah.
Like
Going crazy.
I never see more people at 4:30, 5:30 in the morning ever.
Well-
Like still in lines. Like, and then I remember. Anyway, long story short, like I just could. Yeah, I can picture that.
You've been to New York City?
No.
Oh.
One time when I was like 8,
Oh my God.
we went like day after Christmas. And I've
that's
talked about
crazy.
the pie. It was one of the worst days of my life.
Oh.
Yeah, I hated it. Too tall.
You get kidnapped?
No, I just
You were
didn't
too
like
tall?
it. The buildings are too
Oh.
too short.
Okay.
I couldn't see anything.
Right.
It
In
was
giant
so
crowds.
cold too.
Let me tell you what. Remember about that? A lot of people, right? Brooklyn, complete opposite.
Oh, dude, there was like nobody there.
It was almost a ghost town.
I was saying it was just there's no like touristy
Listen,
people there.
There was
Like, there's,
no traffic. I was worried about parking and everything. You can park
Nothing.
wherever the fuck you wanted to.
Nice.
No traffic.
They got a
It was
great
the most
spot, to
insane
be
thing
honest.
Ever.
How do we pivot? So,
Oh, we got pictures.
Oh yeah.
well, do you want to go that route, or do you want to say why you went to New York first?
Oh,
Well,
yeah. I guess we can.
we went to the Kendrick concert
Yes.
on Thursday in MetLife. Great concert once again. Shout out my brother. He bought me the ticket. Invited
out
us
you.
over. Shout out his roommates too. Shout out Jay.
Subscribe.
The other A,
Oh.
and L,
And other
Subscribe
A.
if you're not
and then
subscribed,
what's the
please.
guy's name? This is
A.
3 A's. That's great.
Yeah. A
Ron.
L
A-A-L
J.
A.
5
Jay.
roommates.
It's
4
five
roommates.
roommates.
Yeah,
5 roommates.
yeah.
The situation was 5 roommates,
Three floors.
3 floors,
It's pretty nice. Pretty
and
nice
all of
place.
them have like full bathrooms,
Yeah.
which is pretty crazy.
Except for my brother. He lives in a box.
Kendrick.
Right? Yeah, his brother lives in like a 10. What did he say? 5x10.
Something like that.
Something fucking stupid. Like 0 walks. Like bed is half the room. Bed is 3/4 of the room. I actually have. I have some pictures from their house.
Cat.
You have a picture of their house?
Well, no, I have like a video of
I
their
was
kitchen
about to
because
say, I
their
was
kitchen
like,
was immaculate.
This is the street in Brooklyn.
This is the
Your
street-
brother lives in Brooklyn.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
The BX, as they say. Ha.
Is that a thing? Is that a thing they call it? This is basically the street.
So GeoGuessr, you could find where he lives.
Yeah, GeoGuessr, you can find where he lives.
nice picture.
That is a nice.
There's a picture, right? That we were leaving that day.
Yeah, I saw him
No
turn around
traffic.
taking this.
You
Is
see
that
this? No
street
traffic.
actually wide?
Yeah,
It is pretty wide, yeah.
Well, it's a
Separate.
one way. It's a one way.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
But-
double parking apparently
Yeah, you
is
can
okay.
you can fit 2 cars down it. Yeah.
Nice.
They had 2 cats. Obviously, Kobe's cat Simba, and then this other cat who I thought's name was Katie the entire time.
He kept calling her, hey, Miss Katie.
Miss Katie. It's just Kitty.
That's why she looked at him like that. She's like, what the fuck are you calling me?
Call her Kitty.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
her name, I guess.
That's cute.
But she's like 14-year-old. She has a crump in
Wow.
her tail. She's really cute.
It's a cool cat. They're
have a
both
mouth?
chill.
What? Does she have a mouth?
I can't
Yeah,
see her
I mean
nose.
it's in there somewhere. Her nose is right there. I don't know where her mouth is.
So you stayed in the apartment.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we stayed.
Okay, that's pretty nice.
Me and Mike, we yin-yanged on a fucking beanbag lily pad.
Oh, yeah, Mike was there. Oh, this is the
Oh, yeah,
video?
Mike came too, Eggman. This was their kitchen.
Yeah, their kitchen's mad fucking nice. That's where we slept, right in there. When the fuck did you take this?
Nice, dude.
I was just, when I was mucking around. It was early morning.
Yeah,
I was like, I want to take a video of this.
they have a
Now
really-
listen. I think I said it when I was there, so I don't feel bad about saying it.
Well, okay.
Listen, I think their house is pretty nice. The one problem I got, listen, man, the fridge, we gotta clean that up.
You
gotta clean
opened
it.
the fridge one time.
It wasn't disgusting, but I mean, the thing was filled to the
It
brim.
was
Now,
just
I
not
get it, you got
organized.
5 people
I was about
living
to
there,
say, yeah, there's no shot you'd be able to organize
but they had like
that.
a mini fridge on top of the fridge too.
It's a lot of stuff.
There's
There's a lot of
a
people.
wine chiller.
5 people?
5 people, I get it. Listen, I get it.
Like when we lived at college,
That's crazy.
5 people. It's different when you're like
True.
a working person, not in
True.
college. You know what I mean?
True. I didn't think about that. Because we got fucking after the concert, we got like halal food right off the subway,
Yeah.
and we came home and he had leftovers, I had leftovers. I don't know how he found a fucking spot, and
Listen.
I shoved his stuff in the back, and I was just fucking trying to get in there. Shut the fucking
I
door.
put mine the most available position I could. What do you want?
So this is just stuff you did around.
Well, you want to do
Just
the
on
Kendrick videos
screen.
first? So yeah, we went to the fucking Kendrick concert, right? MetLife Stadium. Honestly, great fucking stadium. I would love to go see a game there. to be
Honestly, yeah,
honest.
they have a really good
I mean,
setup.
they must suck. I mean, they might suck, but I'd like to go see a game there. My dynasty quarterback Jackson Dart starts playing.
You grabbed
What?
I know you grabbed Dart.
What'd you say to me?
I didn't know you.
These are
Yeah,
all
drafted
pictures.
Dart in the second round.
Yeah.
No, pretty nice stadium. I forgot that it's you know how it's like the Ring of Honor like retired numbers. I forgot there were Jets and Giants. I was looking up to go with the British Hall Ferguson.
Yeah, why
I
the
go,
fuck
when
is
did
he
he play
here?
for the fucking Giants? Like, there's no way he played that many years for the Giants.
Yeah, I took a couple pictures of like it was a fat screen.
Yeah, it was
And
fucking.
it opened up and closed.
Listen,
Like it was
that's-
really cool. A couple
Have you
pictures
been
of the
to a
set
concert?
design.
Never.
Oh, well, like for instance, we went to the TD one. What, 2 years ago?
Yeah, 2 years.
2 years ago, and that was nice because like small, contained, and it's very close. Like not that he's that close, but he's a lot closer than it was.
Then
in
it
this
looks
one.
like
Obviously he was like far away because it's a fine fucking stadium. But honestly, it's so much more like grand because it's like the set is
You
so
can do so much
giant.
more,
like
yeah.
not that I mean he's
Yeah,
small, but the
stadium tours
TV
are
is
different.
huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like he used the backstage and the closer stage and the 2 others. Like
Yeah.
there was people walking around
Massive.
dancing, doing stuff. I have a couple videos that I don't want to.
Yeah, I don't know how you just take the sound off it. I guess it'll
How
be
was the
fine. That was her
weather?
just vocalizing.
Okay, it was supposed
Perfect.
to rain and it didn't for either
Yeah.
days. To be honest,
I remember he said that, and I go, "Oh fuck!"
So we got a good amount of rain over the weekend
I don't
here.
think God it fucking didn't make it.
you
over
get the
here.
sound on this one.
I knew it was gonna do that.
Why, it's copyright or just because it's loud?
So like,
Oh, actually,
I don't know. To be
Well, I
honest,
don't know. Well, whatever. This is obviously SZA. I don't know what song she's singing, but
Not obvious, can't hear.
well, that's not Kendrick. But
No, I know. For the audio listeners.
I don't know.
Broken Clocks. So like stuff like
fucking
this.
sick.
This is. It looks like it was real.
Yeah, it's not.
Dude, crazy. And
That
if I
this one,
dude,
this one looked like there was actual fucking statues out there.
this was right in the beginning. It was still kind of light out.
Oh, wow.
It's not.
Those look. I was like, what the fuck?
They actually look like they were giant statues.
But
Yeah, look at the shadows.
dude, the set was. It was phenomenal. It was cool. It was
Yeah, it was
such
pretty
a
sick.
good show.
You guys had
They
good
did so many
seats, too.
songs.
Yeah,
Like,
we had the seats right
That's
before
the pit down there,
the
right?
pit. Yeah. Honestly, I think seats right before the pit is the way to go.
Yeah, I would
If you
never
get
do the pit.
bad seats in the pit,
Oh,
you
you're
can't
cooked.
see
Yeah.
shit.
especially with
I
Kendrick.
could never do that.
Yeah.
Too short.
My brother kept looking over, just going, "Wow, he's short," like over and over.
Well,
again.
yeah, from out there.
Right.
But I think he's even shorter than SZA, to be honest.
He's-
Obviously,
he's
SZA
like-
probably had fucking
He's 5'4",
big shoes on. Or
5'5".
something.
But
They were out there for 3 hours. They
Yeah,
probably
dude.
both did like 15 solo songs
at least,
and
yeah.
like, and like 6, 7.
Yeah, how
we
long
looked over the
was
set
the set?
list.
How
It
long?
was.
How long was the concert, if you had to guess?
We
Like
got
2.5?
there literally right when it started. I think Mustard got on at 7:20, and then got off probably like what,
Probably
right at 8, and then we left at like 11.
8:15,
Yeah.
8:20. We
That's
walked in as we're opening into the stadium.
Literally, we were
like, into our seats. It was like the entire stadium like fucking
Started
bass
shaking.
boomed, bro.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
We all started
Anytime the
running out.
bass was on, the whole fucking thing was shaking.
That's sick.
It was
man.
dope.
And they probably played about for fucking 3 straight hours.
I'm glad you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. At one point, I was like, "I go, are they ever gonna finish?" It was like 10:45.
Oh my
I go, Are they
God.
supposed to end soon?
Great.
Mike was. He
Rating out
looked
of
at me.
10.
I was like, they still haven't done this song, this song,
Yeah,
this song.
'cause I was like, he was like, I thought it was the end because they were like talking.
You
And
did
whatnot.
all of G and X or what?
A very good. version.
Yeah, anything not with like the people where it had like
Okay.
like the local features or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget what song it was that had those people. But yeah, I would imagine most of GNX.
That's awesome. Wow.
It was dope, and I'm sure we'll be at another one at some point when he drops or whatever the
Yeah,
next
it's
one
pretty
is.
sick. We got a football game this year. It's coming.
Yes,
it's coming.
we do.
These
Couple
are
food
pictures from our
places.
adventures. All right, maybe don't start with that one. All right. This was
At a pizza shop, we got some ice cream there.
let me think what the fuck this was. That was like a mango sorbet or something like
It
that.
was in Brooklyn.
It was in Brooklyn. This is La Industry Pizzeria,
Yes.
which is supposed to be like one of the best like pizza places
Really good.
in New York. I meant to go there last time, but when I went to New York last time, it was fucking St. Patrick's Day weekend. So it was a bunch of drunk people fucking lining out the block to get pizza.
Right.
So that was impossible.
Yeah, we got In and Out.
Oh, and I just had the pictures of the pizza itself.
Nope. This we got Mediterranean food with my brother.
That was
on the
not. That
last
was
day.
Ethiopian food.
That's what I meant.
That's
Ethiopian
great.
food with my brother
Racist.
on the last day. We ate it with our hands.
We
Very
ate it with
good.
our hands. That's true.
Egg Boy ate that.
No, Egg Boy was
there.
not there.
He left. He left.
Listen, me and Egg Boy have a
Saturday
tumultuous relationship. When I hand him something, he goes, "No, I'm fine."
he handed him the ice cream, and he
and
goes,
I
"No."
go.
He goes, "Don't do that to me."
And he goes, "Don't do that to me."
Shout out,
I
you.
go, "Brother, please."
I love you.
So I just sent the picture of the pizza.
Oh, you just sent it.
Yeah.
Shout out Egg Boy.
I said eating.
He pisses me off with that. No, I'm fine.
I'm not eating that.
I was like, Mike. I was like, Mike. Try this. Like it was like they had bacon fig on a white pizza.
Those are slices.
Yeah, they're fucking
they were big.
massive. Now, mind you, I mean, it was like probably like I think it was like $5-6 a slice, but it was fucking nice.
It's New York.
It was pretty good.
Favorite style of pizza.
Pretty good. That's Oh, the undercarriage, crispy as all. That thing
Really good.
stood.
They did
at attention.
They make good ass pizza.
It stands at attention.
What was I gonna say was
No flop.
No flop.
No, it's
Zero-
pretty good. Yeah, I was
pretty much
surprised.
zero flop. Was
Nice.
that all the ones I had? Oh, you were like this one store. They were doing
Me.
it was all Italian vintage.
Yeah.
Racist.
So it was mostly
Hell,
Armani like jeans and like jean jackets
It
and
was
like
fake.
suits. No, I'm pretty sure they were real.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
But it was pretty expensive. It was like $100, 15 or something like that.
Something Mike should have bought, but he just refused to get it.
I already have 2 jean jackets, right? I don't need fucking more. I didn't need a $115 jean jacket, even though it was Armani.
It was nice. It was
It was
nice.
nice. I also saw Josh skip this one, but it was a plant-based butcher shop. How the fuck's that even work? What the fuck are they cutting?
Plants.
Mushrooms.
They're butchering the plants.
I guess I don't know, but yeah, all around it was a pretty good time.
It's super fun. I would. Yeah, we should go out there
I
again.
wish we ate more, but yeah.
Rate the concert out of 10.
Got to be a 10. It has to be. It was
Probably the best concert I've been to.
I had no qualms about.
Yeah, I have no qualms.
But like both, I liked both the artists. Knew most of the songs.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mike was not feminist
please.
and not part of the Black Lives Matter movement. Every time SZA came out, he sat down.
I don't know half her songs.
Every single time.
It's not my fault.
He was waiting for Doves in the Wind the whole time.
I was waiting for Doves in the Wind. They played it, man. Come on. Doves in the fucking wind. Yes. You know that song?
Of course.
I love Doves in the Wind.
Pussy. Pussy.
That's a good song.
That was fun.
I didn't think anything else eventful we saw.
Went on a lot of trains. That was fun.
Trains were fun.
Stressful. To be
Trains are fun.
You know how many times I've said this? I said the phrase, just ask the question.
And I'm
Because I
pretty
know
sure,
where the fuck we were going.
And listen. We don't have to do it. We're probably not going to do it. I'm just saying that. But I did have a listener call in. They said, talk about the Brooklyn
It wasn't the
train
listener.
system. Talk about
It wasn't the listener. It was somebody that was with us, and he was trying to get a reaction out of me.
He said, talk about the Brooklyn train system.
no,
Said,
listen.
wow, that's such a good
We're
idea.
going to start a
loyal
Patreon.
listener.
Mike's just going to be talking about trains on it. Then you
Listen,
can
the
tune into
trains
that
were perfect, were they not?
With no socks.
with no socks.
That's sick.
Tune in, people.
We literally took, I think his apartment was maybe 2 blocks from a train. We took a train, not directly, but transfers directly to MetLife.
Like
at
right
the door
in
of
front of it.
MetLife,
Yeah.
the train stopped at.
It was nice.
You cannot ask for a better train system.
You know that. To be fair,
It was pretty amazing.
Yeah.
that the precipice
not even
of
joking to
American design. That's
Honestly,
what that
Like
is.
the old garden.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
I love the old garden. Shout out old garden.
Shout out OG.
Train system right to it.
Speaking of
God bless it.
losing,
No, you joking.
What's the score?
down 3 right now.
Oh, please. How much time we have left?
10 minutes.
Fucking 10 minutes.
I don't like that.
Fuck off.
Anyway. Good. Glad you guys enjoyed the weekend. I went to an event as well. I checked out a Ryland FC game.
Sir.
Went to RIFC
Local
versus
team.
You could have been playing for the team.
the New England Revolution.
Could have been. You could try it out. Yeah, after watching it.
We'll
do you
never
think you
know.
If I
could've-
had to give myself
After watching it?
if I had to give myself a percentage on like if I kept playing, I'd say 8. It's in the single digits.
That's not bad.
8's a pretty good percentage. Not gonna lie.
Because I'm
You're small.
smart.
Oh.
I think I have a high IQ for the game anyway. Went to RFC Revs. Anybody, I'm not even kidding, even if you don't like soccer, go to an event at this stadium.
Yeah.
The stadium is great.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding. Like, it literally feels like it felt like I was in Europe.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Honest.
Really?
I'm not kidding. Yeah, I've been to a couple little stadiums like that, soccer-specific stadiums. It was great. Honestly, it was excellent. There was an atmosphere. Crazy. I mean, there's actually like legit, like they get behind the team fans.
That's good.
Yeah, I was pretty impressed.
Need that.
For those who don't know, the Revolution are the MLS team based in New England. They play in a separate league from RIFC. I've seen a lot of people say like this was a American Cup game where all the professional clubs play each other, but
Kind of like
it's kind of
Champions League.
No, it's real.
no, this is in one country and it's regional based.
Oh, well, same thing. America's as big as
Okay,
Europe.
so the odds are RIFC will probably play the Revs every year in this cup.
Yeah.
If the Revs like take it serious and get far enough, like this was
Oh, it goes by like.
this was like a round of
Region
32 game, I think,
Okay.
Oh.
How many teams we got?
in the whole country.
We got that many?
A lot.
Teams, yes.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's,
there's well, yeah,
To be in that, to eligible for that?
yeah.
it's like every state,
There's a
no?
whole USL league.
Oh, I don't know.
There's a whole MLS.
So what is the RAFC in?
USL,
Okay.
which is in the pyramid of professional soccer in America, is technically the tier below the MLS.
So it's like
But
AAA.
the leagues themselves are not combined like they are in actual soccer countries.
Like Europe and
How
shit,
like
yeah.
in England or like in all the countries in Europe, they all they have a
like the
tiered,
Bundesliga is
like
the
they
German league,
right? But there's also the second Bundesliga, the
Right.
third, right? There's
but they're all
actual-
connected. You can get relegated.
These leagues are not connected.
So you can't move up and down.
but they should.
You should.
You
Ideally.
should.
Right.
Yeah, I think so too.
So
But it's probably a bunch of money shit. And
depends how long you want me to talk about this. Long story short, the USL is actually going to create a second division because
Really?
they're going to try to like become the actual respectable soccer league in America.
Yeah, but is that possible in the fucking MLS is messy?
I don't know. It's a good question. Anyway,
that is true.
I guess
yeah.
I'll find
anyway, go see RFC play. They're actually a good team. We won the Eastern Conference last year.
Yeah.
Nobody knows that. Went to the final in the first year. They're a good little
Golden Knights.
They're a good little team. And the stadium is great. Look it up. Pull up some pictures. I
have some here.
I have a couple.
When I was driving home, I drive past them. I saw that
a great spot. It's right on the river. It's a great spot.
Was it cold?
No, it was perfect temperature out.
I imagine it'd be windy on the river.
It wasn't bad.
That was my only concern.
Maybe it depends on the times of the year, but it wasn't bad. It's Centerville Bank Stadium. It's the first soccer-specific stadium in New England.
Oh, in New England,
I believe.
I guess that makes sense.
Right? Is New York part of New England? I'm pretty sure that's like the shtick they're going.
No, I'm not looking at you for.
I don't think it is, right? Because they announced that probably 50 times.
It's not.
Yeah. They're like, welcome to first soccer-specific stadium in America. Like, and it's kind of funny because they're trying to create like banter with the Revs because the Revs get a lot of shit for playing at Gillette Stadium because it's kind of embarrassing when you go to Gillette. When you go to Gillette to watch
the field dimensions and everything.
And there's also like no, it's not even that. There's like no atmosphere. There's no aura. Because you're sitting in a fucking 70, probably 85% empty stadium, right? Like this is a 10,500 capacity stadium,
right?
And it was packed.
Yeah.
I mean, they said the capacity was like over 9. I know the opening game at home over 9,000.
Oh,
I know they said
we said it was 10.5. I said it was over
capacity. I know this game it was like 9,000. I know opening game they reached capacity. It's fucking great. I'm not even kidding. It's a nice little stadium. There's no bad seats in there. There's a couple nice.
Shit! Didn't even think about that. Huh?
You.
This picture is literally before the stadium's even up.
Yeah, there's a couple.
What the hell?
There's a couple nice.
I'll go turn it on.
There's a couple nice concourses on both sides too, like nice concrete terraces where you can like grab a drink and just stand. I don't even think you have to like I'm pretty sure what people were doing was they were paying for like cheap tickets to get in.
Yeah.
And then like getting there early and grabbing a spot like on the gantry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like overlooking the stadium from behind the goals. It was great. There's only one 200 section right now. But I think the plan is to add a second one because I'm pretty sure in order for them to be like recognized as like an official professional, I don't know, the USL is trying to like expand. So every stadium has to have like 15,000 seats. But yeah, this is a good video. It looks like of the stadium.
Waiting, like trying to find something over there. Here we go.
Yeah, so this is like in the.
Oh, so there's seats on the far side too. I thought it was open.
Yeah, so they're gonna make a whole other section on that side too. Okay. This is like the VIP area.
Suites, yeah.
It was great. I'm not even.
Now, how was the parking?
I heard that was a mess.
Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where'd you park?
So, they do this for every game day. I'm pretty sure, but they have tailgating lots, like the old Apex building.
Okay.
There's a bunch of lots. Like I think we were in like M8, but basically if you go online, you can pay for a parking pass and you can park. And then it's kind of nice. It's just like Europe where like you get to walk to the stadium. It's kind of like an important experience, to be honest.
That's cool.
And it was pretty cool.
Camaraderie, yeah.
Because you could choose. They have like they have like coordinators almost, I would say, and like they'll walk through the tailgating lot and be like, hey, like if you guys are RIFC fans, like we're all meeting up at this corner of the parking lot, like we're gonna walk, like you can come walk behind the flag, like so you walk.
Oh, this is pretty nice.
Like a couple hundred people, 1,000 people to the stadium. I'm telling you, it's great. They're supposed to host like concerts and stuff there too. It's gonna be dope. I'm pretty sure Karol G's going there.
Karol G, the GOAT.
Pretty sure.
Spanish singer.
Oh. You said that.
They have
the girl from the.
They have a bunch of events lined up.
Wow.
It was great. The soccer on display. Listen, it was okay.
But it was like a preseason game,
and it was only okay because like it's a cup game that a lot of the MLS teams don't really respect.
Oh yeah. So it's kind of like a summer league
for sake of like not going into a whole explanation. So the Revs kind of played like their second team and a bunch of like youth academy kids, like 16, 17, 18-year-olds. But it was cool. I mean, we got to witness the first goal that RIFC scored in that stadium.
It's cool.
It's funny though because the Revs technically scored the first goal ever.
Oh,
so that's going to be actually kind of like some funny banter. Like, hopefully there's actually like a rivalry that builds up in between because the way the USL Cup works is I think like I was saying, it's regional based. So like next year, it's pretty likely that RIFC could play away at Gillette. So like that would be funny if RIFC went there and won.
That'd be cool.
So who gets home field advantage for that?
I don't know how they picked, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
They might just
genuinely have no idea.
All right.
I'm assuming they were like, "Yo, let us host this game."
Yeah,
right. That would make sense.
Maybe they'll just trade off each year, just one-on-one.
It's funny too. So now the Revs won. They're playing their next game not at Gillette but at PC.
Oh, wow.
So a lot of people think that.
Wait, who's playing at PC?
The Revs.
Wow.
So a lot of people. So one of my friends that I work with is like a huge, massive soccer fan. Like, love this kid.
Local?
I don't even think he watches, but I love this kid. Local, yeah.
Oh.
Grew up in Rhode Island, big soccer fan, like super into.
Oh, I meant like he's
like he's almost like a ultra, like he's super into RIFC, like super into like
already,
super into like grassroots soccer.
So I don't know how people are big fans already.
He loves it.
Because didn't they just start?
He's got the bumper sticker and everything.
Crazy.
Scarf, jersey.
I fuck with the scarves.
Yeah.
That's a cool thing. No other sport has that scarf.
I have a bit on that. Anyway,
Okay.
He was telling me it's funny because the Revs, it seems like, are trying to like get fans back in the area.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why would you play at PC? They haven't played at PC in like a decade.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
Kind of funny.
Why would
because a lot of people, I like the Revs. I know ball. I think they have a good team. But like, if you could just go to Pawtucket instead for a better atmosphere,
Yeah, I know.
cheaper,
Yeah.
no
Does
brainer.
PC have
to be
a
honest.
soccer
Yes.
stadium like
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
It's big?
They have big enough. Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, pop
a nice-
out.
get a
This
nice
is a nice
weather.
date spot, to be honest.
Yeah.
Catch a game, couple drinks. It's pretty cool. If I had to rate the stadium out of 10,
New stadium, small
I'm
state.
gonna say 7.5.
That's fair.
Which is great.
I was gonna say it's really
Room for improvement. The only thing that kind of sucked is like the facilities are kind of takes a while. Not a lot of bathrooms.
Yeah.
Urinal
right.
only had like only 4 urinals, so like long lines.
Really?
Yeah.
They should have put the trough in.
No.
Come on.
What is that?
The trough is I hate that
Trough?
shit. Oh my
Come
god.
on.
Fuck that.
Throwback fucking 2012 Fenway.
Hey,
baby,
listen.
the
If
fucking
somebody
piss
made a
trough.
brand ass
Fuck
new
that.
stadium and I saw a trough and I walked in there,
Oh,
I'm
that's
pissed.
a good piss.
I'm holding
not a
it.
good
I'm
piss.
It's a
holding
good piss.
That's
So
crazy.
crazy. The trough.
I get staged.
the real Guna.
Oh my god. What was I gonna say? Yeah, Kobe's roommates an Arsenal
a gooner.
fan.
Oh.
So the whole time we're
Yeah.
like Gooner.
That's funny.
The Gunas.
I did.
Didn't they just win?
I don't know.
No, they lost.
Oh.
Oh.
It's like 2-0 or whatever.
That was a good hate watch. Shout
Yeah.
out you. I didn't go in the marketplace. The marketplace has been like doing the rounds, like in like national media. A lot of people were talking about it. It was on,
One here?
It was on the news. Yeah, the
Oh, 'cause
marketplace.
you said
So
right.
I was saying they have like a do the link below first.
This one?
So they have like a walk-in
do.
store. So for those of you who don't know, the technology behind it's pretty cool. Now I didn't go inside of this, but my friends were telling me the first-hand experience. So basically, I think there's like a doorman. Like there's like people at the door. Like like I don't know if you could just walk in, but basically when you walk in, they say like, oh, who are you with? So if the three of us went to the game, I'd be like, oh, it's us three, and they scan your card, and then inside the store, it's all facial recognition. Everything's sensors. Our friend, well, I'll say after, but his little brother is an electrician. He's been doing work at the stadium, and he was running like data cables and data lines for the store. Because the way it works is like the shelves are weighted. So like if you wanted like a bag of Sour Patch Kids, like that's how they know that something was picked up, because the shelf gets lighter.
Like Indiana
Like
Jones.
think about clock that for a second. How crazy.
Interesting.
It is. And that's how they know like a
It's been
piece of
moved,
inventory
yeah.
was taken, and that's how they know to charge you. But I guess there must be like cameras everywhere. It's all like they would link our faces to like my card and then charge me after for everything we got.
Shouldn't do that. I'm with this guy.
Right.
That's
Well,
not
Some
that's-
random guy. Here's
Just
my
sneak it in.
buy.
We're together.
Well, that's the thing. Like my friends, my friends were saying like they couldn't really tell like if they got charged for what they got, but I haven't heard of it like not working yet.
Yeah.
It's
So you didn't go in
something
it,
to
though?
Keep an eye on. No, I didn't go in it, but they had like common concession stuff. Like some of my friends
Yeah.
got hot dogs, some kids got nachos.
What was the prices?
Bags of chips. I'm not really sure.
The first I've ever
I
heard about
can't
something
imagine
like
it's
that.
unreasonable.
You remember when they were saying they were going to make a bunch of Amazon stores? Where
Well,
it's
right.
like,
It was a bunch,
Right.
of, it was a bunch of
like
Indian
that,
dudes.
yeah.
Right.
We literally covered this. You don't remember that?
No, I didn't know what you meant by a bunch of Indian dudes.
It was literally, they didn't have any AI. It was a bunch of Indian dudes watching the camera.
Oh, yeah.
What's the other link? Not this food link. The one underneath. The
This
walk-ins. Yeah.
I'm on it.
Oh, that is it?
Yeah.
Oh, can you scroll down? So it says
Nope.
Oh yeah, so this is what it says. So it says the 3 walk-in markets in the stadium have no contact checkout. Like there's no cashiers. And customers will be
Taking our
charged with what
jobs.
they walk out with. Customers will need to scan their payment method as they walk in, and sensors placed throughout the store will track the items they pick up, according to stadium officials. Scroll down, it says, oh yeah, there's also food trucks behind like the stand near
Yeah.
the river. So it says Centerville Bank Stadium officials said 3 food trucks will also be present near the eastern section of the stadium facing the riverfront. And yeah, it's Chick-fil-A,
wow.
California Taco.
Oh my God, your favorite.
My fucking favorite place. In the Guild Brewery in Pawtucket with food trucks.
Shout out
and
to
it's cool
Guild.
because it's so nice because you can like walk out of the stadium that way too. Like you could go for a walk down the river and stuff. I should have took. Honestly, I kind of sold.
it goes right out
take
to it?
any pictures, to be honest.
The stadium goes right to the river.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's gonna stay like that because, like I was saying, I'm pretty sure there's plans to like build more seating on that side.
Right.
So it remains to be seen if it'll stay like
I
that.
kind of liked it. I thought it was like an open side like that.
Maybe they'll figure
Yeah,
out a
it's
way to
kinda nice.
like best of both worlds.
Like
for it.
when we went to, like they still have like another video board to put up on the other side. But yo, it was cool. I mean, the lap I did around the stadium, I'm pretty excited. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm kind of excited to like actually go to a league game. But it was great. I'm not kidding. Like honestly, we should all go. It'd be a
I'd be down to
great
go.
How much
thing
are
to
the
do at
tickets?
night.
Oh yeah,
Well,
You probably went the most expensive ticket of the season.
against the Revs.
No, my friend had a code for like $21 each.
Oh,
but
wow.
local residents, like if you look it up, you can get tickets for like $4.
Oh, if you're from Pawtucket though, probably.
I don't know. I think it's just Rhode Islanders, to be honest.
I was gonna say, you know what the Revs problem is though?
What?
They're in fucking Foxborough.
I know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Listen, and just talk about demographics here.
Yeah, it sucks.
Pawtucket, Providence, a lot of Hispanic people.
Yeah, that probably.
I mean, that's your main consumption
Yeah.
right there. You're living in fucking Foxborough. Good luck. I mean, listen, there's Hispanic people there, but it's not the same
seats
fucking
for
percentage.
$27-30.
My friend,
No, it's
that,
not bad
like,
at all. Now hold up. When's the $5 Guinness night?
I don't know.
What do we gotta look for?
They probably have a
My
promotion
friend,
schedule. I would hope.
My friend that got us the tickets, he's like a pretty big fan as well, and he like I think he.
That's pretty reasonable.
I don't think he bought season tickets, but like I was saying, he had like
Why not?
a discount code, and he was saying that like if you sit behind our team's goal, like where our ultras sit, like he was saying a lot of like the chants are in Spanish, like it's like a big graphic.
Oh wow.
Listen, I'm not kidding. They knocked it out of the park. It was great. It was actually kind of cool. The soccer community is a niche, and it's funny how many people. Because I pulled up with like 9 of the kids I grew up playing soccer with. Like these are like some of my closest friends. My dad came, some other fathers came.
nice.
And it was funny because we were like, yo, we played against them. Oh shit, we played against a kid. One of the kids that played in the game, we played with and against too. Like he's on he's like in the Revs team.
That's cool.
So it was pretty dope. Pop out, RIFC, support the team. It was great. Support local business. It was awesome. I'm not kidding. I actually had a really good time. I was pleasantly surprised. Like actually impressed.
Stupid question.
Stadium. Ask it.
Do they switch sides at halftime?
Yes.
So if you're sitting behind your team's goal,
Same thing with football.
It's not really your team's goal. Like in every stadium in the world, they have like a main stand.
oh okay.
And the fans
You know what I
just
mean?
sit there.
Like if you go to Gillette, like the Revs team's main stand is the side that used to have the like tunnel.
yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, with the lighthouse.
And it was funny because the Revs ultras traveled to the game and they sat in the 200 section above us. So it was a little annoying because the whole time we heard like them banging on the
stomping.
bleachers.
Yeah.
But it was, dude, there was like a.
Oh, so you sat in like the middle area?
No, we sat in the corner.
Oh.
And that's the thing too is like actual soccer specific stadiums, they'll have dedicated away sections and it's always
Little
like,
puddle
they
somewhere,
stick you
yeah.
all the way in the corner,
Right.
like as far away as possible. And they were above us, and it was funny because like, you know, there's real fans out there, and it was cool. They have their own chants and stuff too, so it was great.
Now the best place to sit is still in the middle, right? 50-yard line.
If you asked me if I could have picked any seat, I would have been in the 200 section.
Yeah.
In the middle. I don't like being low at all. I hate being in the corner. It's fucking not impossible to see. I just don't like it.
It's kind of the same as football.
Yeah, and
In a
I'm not.
football game, like you kind of want to be up a little bit.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah,
so when you
I
see the
would
whole
never-
field, it's like crazy to see.
I would never pay to.
I don't even
sit
want to be
close.
close to them.
It's easier to visualize the game.
Right.
There's a really nice video board too.
Yeah.
Above the stand, like where the river is,
Mm.
and like I was saying, there was a video board above us in the corner, and they're also adding one in the opposite corner as well. I'm telling you, there are no bad seats in that stadium.
That's great.
And I actually want to go again so I can actually like check out the facilities. I felt like I couldn't do that because I was like with so many people too. Like I was saying, I only did a lap around at like
Right.
halftime. Because the opposite side from us too, there was like a main concourse where there was like food vendors and stuff. I didn't really get to check any of that out, but it was great. I'm not kidding. It was awesome. I had a good time.
Yeah, we have to go sometime then. We have to pick a good game.
Yeah.
I don't know who they play. or if they ever play anyone else in.
I don't think it matters.
I honestly won't even know because
You just go to the game.
I'll be honest,
Right.
like I don't even really follow the league like that.
Maybe you will.
I doubt it.
Yeah, maybe you will. Now.
To be honest,
I don't know.
It. But that was the week in our lives. That was probably the longest bit we've ever done on that. 40 minutes.
No, God, we've done. I think we've done an hour
had
15
at least an hour before
on a crazy
Mike's
whim.
fault. We're
Yeah,
not
probably
doing
my fault to be honest.
Yeah, we just.
I love
What?
when the episodes start like this, gripping story, right into the life stream.
Yeah, Josh is dating, bro. How's another gripping story?
Pretty good.
Nobody said that, but
I said that.
yeah, nobody right said that.
Nothing got gripped.
We're all left.
It's not even that's all. That. Oh wow.
But yeah,
All right.
let's get into it. We have a couple main things to get through.
Did you skip over the big news? You skipping that?
I meant to just skip the connections.
I didn't see that.
Oh shit! I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
You already warmed up.
We have a new pope. Pope got picked. Papa Leo, Pope Leo,
Chi-Town Oblak.
14th
Yeah,
from Chicago.
Shout out Chief Keef.
Crazy.
from
America's up.
He's a slime. He's in YSL.
from the slums.
Pope
Why
was
you
picked.
just
I
put
watched
That's
it.
Atlanta.
Shout out Chief Keef.
I don't know.
I watched it. I watched his speech. Channel I watched it on did not add the translation. So
I was gonna say, so he speaks fluent
so I
Italian
don't know everything that
or
he
Latin,
said.
whatever the fuck
You're
he's speaking.
supposed to speak Italian. Yeah.
Oh,
But he
he
speaks
did speak.
English.
The speech was in Italian. I think he read off of it.
Yeah,
You kind of just have to read in Italian.
I have to imagine.
I'm sure he understands it.
I'd have to.
'Cause I imagine if you're this
Yeah,
far
that
into
far.
You
the
have to
journey,
be,
you're
yeah.
like, let me fucking learn this shit.
I say it's one of my favorite things about most of the popes. I guess. Well, I think it was the last 4 popes aren't Italian, but
But I didn't realize
Yeah.
everybody else was.
Yeah, that's
I
kind
had
of
no
crazy,
idea.
right? Fucking 260 of them, 263 of them, fucking all Italian.
Yeah, I asked my grandma. Well,
She's probably mad.
I
She's
went to
heated.
my grandmother's today, the one that like gives a shit about it. Well, they both give a shit about it, but I only had a conversation with one about it. And she was like,
Playing
"Oh
favorites.
yeah, like the Pope's American." Like she's like, "A lot of people are happy." I was like, "I actually saw a lot of people aren't happy," but I
Right.
was like, "Okay, that's fine." But she obviously watches the Italian news.
Yeah.
She watches the Italian channel, so I don't know what they were saying on there, but she's pretty hyped. We have a Pope. That's good. Yeah, Pope Leo from Chicago. Remains to be seen still, like what all of his views are.
He already said end the war in Gaza, and then he said AI is an abomination.
oh wow.
Yeah, you started
Oh,
saying
that's
some
pretty good.
stuff. But there's a couple articles. Hold on, let me pull it up on my phone.
You know what I like? That's a good word. Papacy.
Papacy.
Whatever the fuck it is.
What does it
I
mean?
love that word.
Good.
It's just the people of the church. The papacy. It's like the government of the church, I'm pretty sure.
Papacy.
Yeah, they showed the I don't know if you had it on here, the video. Is it the White Sox game?
No.
We'll get into like the memes and stuff after. I just wanted to do a bit on who he actually is. So it says about the new Pope, Leo, whose name is Robert Provost.
The goat.
That's his last name, Provost?
Robert Prevost, Prevost.
It's probably Provost. I always thought it was a title.
Says first American Pope. Cardinal Robert Prevost has been elected as the first U.S.-born pontiff and will be known as Pope Leo the 14th. Leo made his first remarks as Pope from the balcony of St. Peter's Basilica in front of tens of... There was so many people.
I have to imagine.
Yo, so many people. Tens of thousands of onlookers calling for peace, paying tribute to the late Pope Francis. It says about the new Pope, Leo, a 69-year-old from Chicago, is a leader with global experience. He spent much of his career as a missionary in South America and holds dual citizenship in the U.S. and Peru, where he served as a bishop. He most recently led a powerful Vatican office for bishop appointments. He's expected to build on Pope Francis's reforms. The global reaction, it says, the Pope's election prompted an outpouring of congratulations from world leaders who expressed eagerness to work with the pontiff on global issues. This says U.S. President Donald Trump called the historic selection a great honor for the country. And then if you scroll down, this is still the same article, right? There's a bunch of pictures of him.
I went through those, yeah.
This is all on the screen.
Mhm.
Okay. They said he's not a showboat kind of person. A lot of people said he is very similar to Pope Francis,
Yeah, I've heard that. as
which
well.
remains to be seen. It says Francis grew up in Chicago. Grew up in the Chicago area as well. Characterized the Chicago church as forward-looking, with a strong desire for women to be more involved in the church. Quote says, I think I think this is a hallmark of my ministry, and I also believe of Pope Leo's ministry as well, a respect for women and a respect for their voice. His brother's been on TV a lot.
I have seen that a
I've been
lot.
getting a lot of quotes from his brother. John Provost said he thinks his brother, Pope Leo, will be a second Pope Francis. He said, I think he'll follow right in his footsteps, working for the underprivileged. He said his brother will make a good Pope because Pope Leo has a deep feeling for the disenfranchised, for the poor, and for those who were not listened to. He said he thinks his brother will be very active around the world and will speak his mind. This says, I'll do this part quick too, 5 things we should know about the American pontiff. It says he was, and I quote, the least American of the American cardinals. Prevost was born in Chicago, but inside the Vatican, where he eventually lived and worked, he was considered the least American. I don't know why. Maybe because he did a lot of work in Peru. 2, it says he was well regarded by Pope Francis. The late pontiff respected him and thought of him very highly, according to CNN's Vatican correspondent Christopher Lamb. They says clearly Pope Francis saw something in him, and he saw him as a capable leader. I wonder if they have a say in that.
The old guy?
Previous popes, they must. You think they're like,
well, I don't know.
Yo,
Maybe
this guy's like kind of cool. I don't know.
Well,
Maybe.
they probably told him. I don't know. Maybe.
He was a member of the Augustinian order. It says Leo is a member of the Augustinian religious order, which is spread across the world. He led the order for more than a decade as its prior general. No idea what that means.
Gosh, pull that up.
He has strong leadership experience. Francis appointed Prevost to be the prefect of the I don't know how to say that word either.
Dicastery for bishops.
Dicastery
I think it's
of
dicastery.
bishops, which is in charge of
Dicastery.
assessing bishop candidates and making recommendations for new appointments. He also served as the president of the Pontifical Commission for Latin America. And finally, he has a missionary focus. He says, I still consider myself a missionary. My vocation, like that of every Christian, is to be a missionary, to proclaim the gospel wherever one is, Prevost said in an interview with the Vatican News shortly after he moved into his leadership role in Rome. And it was pretty good. The service was pretty cool. I don't really have much about it. I mean, we'll see what else he has to say. And I think this other article I have too, just has like some more facts.
Did it say
What do you wanna say?
who the fuck the other 13 Leos were? What they stand for?
No, but there was a reason why he picked Leo.
That's what I'm going for. Ninja Turtle, maybe.
Which I think is
Yeah, Zoe.
in this article.
Josh, can you find that?
I'm not looking it up.
Josh, can you find?
There was a reason actually they said that. Why did Pope Leo pick his name? Now I'm curious because they did say it. Oh yeah, it's just to honor. He wanted to honor Pope Leo XIII, who he admired for his commitment to social issues and workers' rights.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Which I remember they said that on the broadcast
Do you know? Did it say when Pope the 13th? Leo
a long fucking time ago.
But I say, did he know the guy or something?
No,
Did you read him in a book?
like a really long.
It's interesting.
Like I want you to guess when.
1896.
1810.
Oh,
We were nowhere close. What the hell was
We're
that?
in the 1800s.
well, yeah.
Could've
Yeah,
guessed
that's
fucking-
easy.
You could've guessed
1800s.
You
fucking
reacted
10,000
like he
years
just
ago.
fucking nailed that. I was like,
I mean,
what?
in the spectrum of time, in the
spectrum.
spectrum of time, yeah. 1870. That was 1810. Sorry, that was the last Pope Leo.
Damn. Yeah, I admired him. You didn't even know the guy. What the hell?
I'm sure they'd be knowing ball.
That's crazy. Yeah, imagine like. That's wild. Pope Michael Jordan. Yeah, I was
There's been
admired his game.
267, bro.
That's crazy.
Crazy. He's the first American to fill the role, although he's considered as much a cardinal from Latin America because of many years spent as a missionary in
Let
Peru.
me look up this Pope.
He was
thing.
born in Chicago in 1955 to parents of Spanish and Franco-Italian descent.
Disgusting.
He served as an altar boy in 1982, and was ordained in 1982. What else is interesting in here?
I want to see what the.
He said, I was born in the United States, but my grandparents were all immigrants, French, Spanish. I was raised in a very Catholic family. Both of my parents were engaged in the parish. this says a little bit about his views. A lot of people want to know is his views on the LGBT community.
Saw a video of him looking at a LGBTQ flag they were holding out. He just turns away. Well, he already said he wasn't like he has regular stances on sexuality.
Yeah,
like traditional rather.
Yeah, right. And as in traditional, like in the eyes of
like Catholicism,
the religion.
Yeah.
Which kind of, I mean, that speaks for itself.
I don't want to cut you off. You look like you're cooking something, but
no,
guys,
I don't really have much.
Give me your top 10 Pope names. What do you think? I got them pulled up.
You know which one I liked a lot? Actually, Benedict.
It's number 3, 15.
I only know
what
Leo's 1.
I liked Francis, Papa Francesco.
Leo's tied for 4th at 14. 14 chips.
Wait, you're asking me like how many? Oh, I thought you were
saying,
give
like,
me...
No, I want to know your favorite.
How many have
I want to know your favorite.
How am I supposed to know the fucking Pope names?
Top 10.
I was like Benedict.
I only knew Pope Francis and now Leo.
Paul.
John Wall.
John
Paul.
Pope
John Paul.
Oh.
John is first with 21 rings.
Yeah, John's first, right?
What do you mean 21 ring? Like 21
people named Pope John.
Pope John.
Okay.
What do you think 2 is? Based off, John is 1, 3 is Benedict, 4 is Leo.
I don't fucking know the Pope names.
That's awful.
What do you mean that's awful?
Take a guess.
Would you know the name before you looked at it?
No.
Okay, so it's
Pope John. Is it like a common name?
Matthew?
Augustus?
No. Augustus is.
What is it gonna be, like Bear Trap or some fucking weird shit?
I don't know.
I think I see it.
I was just guessing.
I imagine not.
What is it?
Gregory.
Oh,
There's 16 of them. Pope Gregory. Pope Greg.
PG.
1846.
Jesus Christ.
Number 4, tied for number 4, Clement. Pope Clement.
Pope Clement.
Number 6, Innocent. Pope Innocent.
Pope Innocent.
That's crazy. I like Pius. Pius. It's not pious. I don't know how to say that one. Stevens at 8. 9 is Boniface. 9 is also Urban.
Oh, Boniface?
Yeah. Boniface and Urban tied for 8 rings.
That's crazy. What the hell?
Yeah.
But yeah, new Pope.
Sixtus.
Shout out him. We'll see what he does. Only 69 years old, so he'll probably be around for a while. I imagine.
Yeah, right.
I guess so.
What? How old is Francis?
Decade.
Like 90?
I don't know how old he is.
I have no clue.
I'm not sure.
Francis is actually. Wait. Wasn't he named after Pope Francis? Didn't he name himself after another different pope?
Probably.
Was he the first or the second? This list says he's the only one Pope Francis.
Maybe he was the first.
A one and done.
Maybe he was the first.
Thought he picked it after someone else.
I would probably pick an original.
Peter's only one. Only one Peter.
Peter?
Interesting.
That's the next one.
I thought that would have been up there. They got some whack ass names on this.
Other thing we should talk about is like the day that he got elected was crazy on Twitter.
White smoke.
Like when people found out.
Oh yeah.
When people found out he was like American from Chicago. I mean, there were some all-time funny memes.
I named an episode White Smoke, and I didn't know that the significance of it. And I saw a bunch of people saying White Smoke on
That's
Twitter.
why we said. That's
I
why we had to
didn't.
do it.
I didn't know that.
Oh.
So they would either burn black smoke when they hadn't made a decision, or white smoke. You saw that bird like took a shit, or the bird. There was like a bird like regurgitating food to its baby like as the white smoke came out. Did you see that?
New
video?
life.
No, I didn't see
Look it
that.
up. It was actually pretty funny.
I was watching the reaction of someone's mom reacting to him getting elected because she dated him.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
That's hilarious.
Imagine your ex-boyfriend becomes a pope bag fumbler. I mean, I guess he can't be dating you anyways, but
You think they did it?
what? I don't know. Maybe it's before that. Oh, I did see this bird.
Yeah.
Of a baby chick, and now she gets used
I'm
as
pretty sure the bird was getting fed.
of a new creation, new life, and that's exactly what
So was
is
there just
happening in
live
the-
coverage of this?
Oh yeah.
Like 24/7 until it came out?
There for days.
That's
They must
crazy.
have known that there was going to be some.
Yeah, but they have like a time that they're gonna be like, they will announce it today
I
at
don't
10
know.
o'clock.
No,
or
but it was
not.
probably like just like rolling just in case.
I didn't say
something
that. It was around the
Rolling
clock.
coverage.
It's rolling. Cause I gotta take a break, you know.
They probably don't do it in the middle of the night.
Right.
I would hope not. Maybe, yeah, it was probably in the morning.
Kind of
right?
crazy. 2 a.m. They come up. You know what? Fuck it. We did it. Interesting. That was pretty quick. I thought it would take longer. What was his odds? Do we know his odds for the win?
Don't know the odds. No.
Man, let me call my bookie.
Do you have any of the memes pasted? What was the other link?
I don't know. It was Mike.
I didn't put anything in. I didn't put anything in this doc at all.
Damn, Josh
The
and Ange episode.
non-Mike episode.
We're doing pretty good.
Oh wait, I posted.
I guess I
this.
put photos, but Pope, Leo.
Message to the United States.
That was his message to the United States.
Oh,
Man.
maybe he didn't really hear what he said.
Did you have any message for the United States? He said many.
He went to Villanova. Knicks are up.
Oh, we should talk about that. He
Right.
went to Villanova. The Knicks just won Game 4.
They said bettors are flocking towards the Bears, the Cubs. He's a Cubs fan.
yeah, people.
And
thought
Villanova.
Chicago had a chance to get the number 1 pick today. They didn't.
Right, didn't get it.
Talk about that. The Knicks just won Game 4, 121 to 113.
And series over because Tatum also got hurt. It looked pretty bad.
Yeah, not good.
I heard he's going to play tomorrow.
Well, that's delusional
Oh,
Rick
that-
Pitino is there celebrating. Crazy.
right there.
Ex-Celtics coach. Anyway.
Fuck that guy. Hope Jalen Brunson.
I have a slip from one guy. It was a 1% chance at the time of purchase that he was going to be Pope.
That's right. We should have said that. He did go to Villanova. So
Did
that's
go to
kind of
Villanova.
cool for people that have been to Villanova, graduated there. Good for them.
Trying to see here.
They're saying he tore his Achilles?
It didn't look good. Like it really looked bad. Yeah, I don't think he
Bam.
could straighten it when he was leaving. It was rough.
Really?
Yep.
Guys made
So
bank.
that's fun.
Apparently the odds to win Pope, the guy had a 1% chance. So some guy bet like $274 and won 27,000.
That's fucking crazy.
That's
Why
crazy.
why don't you just bet money on every single pope?
You'd lose money, most likely.
How many popes were up for a thing?
All of them, I guess.
Yeah, but there was a finalist list.
I don't think there was.
There was like a most likely. And
we had it most likely. I don't think he was on it. There
You
was a
think he was
1%
on it?
chance this guy was going to make it.
He could have been on a most likely top 15, but there's no shot he's winning it.
That's like I mean, I guess it's not like showing the Celtics get the first overall pick, but it's like the Celtics getting the first overall pick.
You never know.
Wow, he was in a wheelchair too.
Damn, he had his Paul Pierce moment.
no,
Crazy.
But
no,
after
he
the-
left. He never came back.
He's going to come back next game.
Oh wow, this is bad.
So talking about NBA, Celtics just lost.
Yep.
Watch that one. So that's tough.
I'm actually
Obviously, before this game, NBA lottery was watching on my way home.
Sell
It's
Jalen
rigged,
Brown.
highly
Trade
rigged. Obviously, right. Top 4 picks. Hornets get 4.
Well, all right. Let's not just jump into
Wow,
it like
this
that.
video is
Wow,
bad.
no one else is working.
You don't just fucking just say what it is before the lead up.
Oh, that was obvious.
So, the NBA draft lottery was today, and they do a lottery mostly to help with tanking, because obviously
stop
you can just
tanking.
sit your whole fucking players, and then you'll get the first pick, just like in the NBA. I mean the NFL or other leagues, I guess, whatever. But
I don't know how MLB works.
they have me either. They have
Also, the draft doesn't matter.
a lottery to where each
hockey's a lottery.
team that has like the worst record gets a percentage chance of the first overall pick.
Which
So
is a great system.
yes,
Right.
It's
Love
what
that.
you need to do it.
To be honest,
But it also
So-
does kind of fuck.
It can. So
depends.
When's the last time
before
a 15
today,
got a
Utah had a 14% chance of the first. Washington had a 14%. Chicago had a 14%.
Charlotte.
Oh, Charlotte, sorry, had a 14%. New Orleans had a 12.5%. The Sixers had a 10.5%. Brooklyn 9, Toronto 7, San Antonio 6, Phoenix 3.8, which was the Rockets pick. Portland 3.7, Dallas 1.8, and Chicago, yeah, whatever. You can see on the screen. Now, what happened?
See, what had happened was
So now I watched it. Did you guys watch it live?
Yes, I watched it.
I did watch it live.
So
Can you pull
we
those
all
odds
wa-
back up? Can I just look at that? I don't know if you're gonna.
So we all
go to
watched
something
it
else.
live. So for those who don't know, the way it works is they obviously announce the picks from like lowest to highest.
Yes.
Right.
Mike's brain doesn't understand how the numbers work.
I hate the numbers.
14-1.
So they announce 14 first. So they're announcing it. It's all the teams that like you would think. Like, can you look up the actual order now, please? Because I believe the first pick was Atlanta. That's wrong. It was the Spurs.
Results. Second one. No, the Spurs had like 9, didn't they? Oh, yeah, you go.
Multiple, yeah.
Yeah, so they're announcing it. It's like Spurs, Hawks, Bulls, Trailblazers, Rockets, Raptors, Nets. All teams who had like single digits, like below 5%
Yeah.
chances of having their own pick. So like shit made sense. Pelicans made sense because they kind of had long odds. When they announced the Wizards at 6,
Yeah.
this
with
is
a
when
40%
shit kind of
chance.
get it
Tie
kind
for
of
the
started to
highest.
get crazy, because for those who also don't know, if the Sixers didn't have a top 6 pick, it was OKC's.
Yes.
Did you
Yeah.
know that? Like this,
Oh, so it was
their pick
protected?
was top
Yeah.
6 protected. So
See,
like
I like that about the NBA.
it's pretty cool.
It's like, yeah, if you
And
get a
I
top
act-
5 pick, it's protected.
The swap,
That's crazy.
The swap stuff is cool. Where like
So what
you-
do
you
the
get
OKC get now?
none
Because
of them. They just don't get a pick. Or they don't get that pick.
Right.
That was a conditional pick.
Oh.
They would have got it if it was outside the top 6, right?
It was a pretty good bet.
So there's some. It was a 36% chance they said on the
The
board.
76ers were that bad? Well, because Embiid was out the whole year?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. But they had the 5th best odds.
That's crazy.
Sure. So when they announced the Wizards at 6 and the Jazz at 5, who were 2 of the top 3 teams, like they had 2 of the best odds.
Yeah, if you
I
pull
was like, oh my God, like they haven't said the Mavericks, they haven't said the Spurs yet. Who, for those don't know, the Spurs won a top 5 iconic draft lottery when they got Wemby last year. Right?
I don't know.
In terms of like NBA lore, them getting.
I'm happy you didn't say. I'm happy you didn't say the
them
best
getting
ever.
historically great centers.
Right.
Right, European guy. Right. When it was Charlotte, Sixers, Spurs, Mavs in the top 4, I was sitting there like, there's no way. There's just no way that it's going to be Dallas. Dallas had a 1.8% chance. Long story short, Dallas is the number 1 pick. For those who are not sports fans, you probably heard about the Luka Doncic trade. Because
We covered it.
It made ripples everywhere, it feels like, in media.
Can you go back to the odds?
An all-time cataclysmic trade made by the Dallas Mavericks where they trade away top 3 young player in the league, asset-wise. Top 3 asset in the league. I mean, 25 years old, NBA finalist, has made the All-NBA team pretty much every year of his career. Perennial All-Star, Luka Doncic. Traded to the Lakers.
Yep.
A lot of Mavs fans instantly feeling disenfranchised, instantly uninterested with the ownership. They'll never be uninterested with the team.
With the team, but yeah, the owners, they were very annoyed about it.
And it seems like the Mavericks, specifically GM Nico Harrison, has been given a get-out-of-jail-free card and probably won't be absolved of all crimes,
But a lot of them.
but landing what is said to be a generational talent, assuming he picks him, at number 1 in Cooper Flag.
That'd be so crazy to pick him.
So
If he trades a pick.
crazy. 1.8%.
If he trades a pick and gets Giannis.
1.8% odds. See, now I was debating on if we should go into all that.
Well, let me pause it real quick.
I don't know how
Dallas had a
surface level we want the conversation.
Dallas had a 77% chance to get the 11th overall pick.
What do you mean? Where do you see that?
Right there.
No.
No?
77.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, yes.
Did I say 77?
I thought you said 37. I'm sorry.
But I'm so confused how they don't. So they have no percentage to get between
I'm not
5
sure
and 10.
yet. Well, that's what Tom was saying. How like the teams get bumped up. I'm not really sure exactly like how it works.
But that's crazy. They beat those odds.
Maybe they had like a pick thing where like they were.
I was gonna say because it makes sense that if you go to the top, I think Utah had like basically a 50% chance to get 5.
Well, it cuts off from 5 to 10, so maybe there was something in there, like there was a pick they had that was protected outside of that.
Oh, you know what? I see how it is. So Utah literally can't get worse than 5.
Yes.
Yes.
But they got 5th.
Right. Wizards literally can't get worse than 6, and they got 6. Wow, that's fucked. But also, it's their highest percentage, I guess. Oh, okay, I see. Huh.
I mean, clearly rigged. Like you there's no, for me, there's no other way to put it. Like you literally, it was a crazy Luka Doncic trade. I think that was an attempt to like really make the NBA more profitable and get a crazy star in LA. And then now it's like, okay, you did that. We'll help you out here. We'll get you a star in Dallas again. And now it's going to be a whole nother storyline next year for years to come.
And I'm somebody
He's a
that
bust now.
I'm someone that likes to believe that this stuff like is not rigged. But of all the
Almost
teams,
too perfect, dude.
it's hard if you don't understand the NBA, and apologies like if you don't really follow what we're talking about, but like of all the teams to get this pick that you could make the case for the lottery to be rigged, this is number 1, I think.
No.
You don't think so?
I
You
love
think
when you do
number
that.
1 is the Spurs?
For this year?
This lottery specifically.
Yeah, probably the Spurs.
Well, either way.
If the Spurs got the first pick, I
Spurs are
probably
picking
thought it was
second.
great.
The Spurs get
Yeah, I
great
know.
picks all the
when
fucking time.
Like,
dude.
you
It's
don't
crazy.
understand, like the feeling that came over me when they announced Charlotte at 4 and the Sixers at 3, I was like,
Oh, it's happening. It's it.
When they said the Spurs at 2,
What?
I literally was in my car. God damn it!
when it
joking.
was the last 2, my gut feeling was like, oh my God, it's Dallas. I actually
I thought it was Spurs.
I
all the
actually
way.
wasn't expecting it to be the Spurs. Not that I was expecting it to be Dallas.
I was.
But
I
I
was
was
expecting
like,
to be the Spurs all day.
I was like, is it really Dallas? And like, yo, I mean, what an insane. I mean, I can't even describe the feeling.
Do they usually have the prospect there?
Yeah, all the
I
time.
never knew that.
They usually
I saw
have
them.
like
They
the
did
top-
like the whole post.
They usually have like
too.
top 5, top 10 guys.
But who's even? Think about the NBA draft is fucking sucks. Outside
all the
maybe the
time.
first one,
Oh, the players in
maybe
it.
2-3 picks.
I think the NBA draft's the best.
It's very diluted.
The best.
I think the NBA draft. I think
Like talent-wise
I think
or
the
what?
top-
What are you
the
saying?
top 5 picks have
the fall off.
They're more
after
impact-
5. Like pick 5 is awful.
There's also, but like you can't really compare it to like the NFL because
That's
there's
right,
just so many
right,
players.
but the
Yeah,
NFL, the
So
NFL
many
teams
players.
are so big. Like I like
Yeah.
the NBA draft a lot because like these players can come in and make a legit impact immediately.
That's true. That's true.
You know what I mean? It's
True.
just
I
and
think
it's
about
just
that.
crazy because like Dallas doesn't really need the pick either, right? Like I don't know how
Right.
far the rabbit hole we're gonna go down because it's a long, it's kind of a long rabbit
We've heard
hole
of
when
that
you
deep.
talk
You can
about
get deeper, I promise.
you talk about will these teams trade the pick? Like a lot of
Kendrick
people,
Crazy.
a lot of people immediately were like, well, they could trade out of 1. A lot of people think the Spurs could trade out of 2.
I mean, if I'm
It's just-
Dallas, I'm going Giannis.
It's
Why would
just
I
a
not go
super
Giannis?
right. It's a super
From the
interesting.
Spurs, I'm going Giannis.
It's going to be a
Well, that
super
too, but I'm
interesting
saying
offseason.
If I'm Milwaukee, I'd rather take the 1.
Yeah, but no, that's not. That's why would you? That's not
You don't
being
think-
sold. You know, they're not getting rid. No, you keep Cooper Flag.
they're trying
they-
to win now. They
no,
got
no,
fucking
no.
AD and Kyrie.
For
bro.
Dallas, the way they got rid of Luka, they need somebody to slot and replace him. Another young
They don't
star.
care. They don't
no, no,
care
no.
about young
I'm
stars.
telling
They
you,
just
they
wanna
do.
win. They're
Because
I think they're
Nico
gonna
Harris,
disgusting.
it's
I think-
image.
They're disgusting.
I think he'll be a Maverick. They
Oh,
just
100%.
No,
they
yeah.
they just picked first in the WNBA, the Dallas franchise,
Right.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
because they just got Paige Buchers, who also is
Ukers.
touted to be a
When are we going?
generational talent. So it's crazy.
Maybe they just want Texas to be a bigger market in general.
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
I was honestly, I
Just
was
crazy.
I was about to have like
Brandon
a
got
crazy
George
moment.
Pickens.
Dallas got George Pickens.
Yeah. I was about to. I looked up like as soon as that happened. I looked up when the All-Star game was next, and if it said Dallas, I would have been like, "Oh my god!"
That'd
But it
be great.
wasn't.
Where is it?
That'd have been
It's not
sick.
even. I think it's L.A. and then like some other place,
Yeah,
and
it'd be
then some other.
fucking
Yeah,
Dallas.
it's years.
Like,
It's years
what the
ago.
fuck's the point
But
of going there?
It's. I mean, it's great. I don't know why people don't think Dallas is a good market. I thought it was a great market.
No,
It's like-
no income tax.
People don't like it. Apparently, I don't know why. It's hard to get
Out in
like
the middle of
sports
fucking
teams there.
desert or something.
But like football wise, it's probably just overtaking everything.
What do you mean?
Like
Oh, the
football,
Cowboys
Texas in
are
general.
1,000 times bigger than the
So like
Mavericks.
maybe it's just like fuck it. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's like
Because you'll never be the top dog sport
Right,
in the
100%.
thing.
San Antonio's all Spurs because they don't have a fucking football team.
That's it. Yeah.
But, like-
Dallas, you cooked.
Yeah. But it's like even I can be completely honest. The way you thought like New Orleans was in Florida. I honestly, in my mind, whenever I see like Houston, San Antonio, and Dallas, I never think they're in Texas. I think they're just out in the middle of fucking nowhere. I'm watching everyone type.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Everyone's hate
I
watching.
just looked at
Everyone's
the-
hate watching the
People
Celtics
are
right
gonna-
now.
I looked at the
People-
Everyone's
Tatum's play
hate watching
again.
the Celtics right now.
Tatum's- Listen,
Everyone's hate watching the
You
Celtics
wanna
right
wait?
now.
Can you-
it's done. The game's over. We
Can you
lost.
pull
Everyone's
up the
hate
video
watching.
for the
Hate
CD
typing
injury?
about.
Mike,
typing
it's
the
bad.
Celtics
Bad.
right now.
Like it actually is bad.
Gruesome. Kevin Ware.
That's
Anyways,
not
I
bad.
never realized Houston and San Antonio and Dallas are all in Texas. In my mind. I see
And
them.
you, whoa.
No,
You
I
cannot
know
come
they're.
to me-
I know they're in
no.
Texas.
You
Fuckwad.
cannot come to me about anything.
Oh, it's not contact.
Yeah.
Oh, this was contact. You're a lying piece of shit.
Where he didn't push him down. It was all him. He fell right there.
Oh, that's not good. Okay, Mac Jones, get up. No, my lord.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah. So Matt's first pick.
That don't look great, but Al Horford will probably carry us to 7.
Al Horford actually was the start of the end of that game. I'm not gonna lie to you. He had a wide open drive to the paint, decides to pass it to Derek White in the corner, covered. He takes a 3,
Well, I
misses
would've
it.
done
No, it was bad. And then went all down over there. But yeah, that's basketball for you. You win and you lose, and then you lose, and then you lose.
But to sum up the draft, crazy. 4th longest odds ever in NBA history to get the number 1 pick in the draft. Dallas, I think, has never drafted first in their history.
Ever, first time.
either,
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is pretty interesting. And we'll do a little bit on some more conspiracies because obviously a lot of people are. It's just so easy with this. It's so easy with this one to think it's rigged. But this is on screen, I think, right?
Yes.
Um,
No. Yes.
So in 2011, LeBron Cavs lose LeBron in free agency, right? I'm going to take my talents down to South Beach. Cavs get the number 1 pick of the lottery.
Anthony Bennett? Who'd they get?
Was it that? It was either, I think,
It's either
yeah,
that
I think
or-
Kyrie was after it.
Yeah, Kyrie was with.
Was like 2013, I think. The Cavs
Yeah,
won
I
the
think
number
so.
1 pick like 3 times in 4 years.
Right.
Crazy.
Makes sense because they were fucking ass.
Oh.
Needed to.
Oh, yeah, and then Pelicans win the draft after losing Chris Paul. The Pelicans won it again,
Yep.
which was Zion, after
Right.
they traded AD away. And then the Mavs win the lottery after literally
No,
the
it must have been
biggest trade in
Kyrie.
NBA
Anthony Bennett was
history.
2013.
trading away Luka Doncic. Crazy.
Kyrie.
It's just crazy.
Pick.
And like if you're not super into the NBA, the last part I'll say is
It was
like,
Kyrie.
It was Kyrie. Right?
Yeah. Anthony Bennett was 2 years later. Damn, I don't know.
The last thing I'll say too is like because the other
Shit.
conspiracy I've seen is that is that the ownership wants to move the team
Right.
to
Yeah.
Vegas.
Right. I mean, see when they did Luca, all the videos came out like, oh, they're moving.
You know what I mean?
They want to be a gambling.
And it's like
headquarters.
if you wanted to disassociate your franchise, you trade the star. You trade
Star player.
the favorite
Right.
player.
Get a new one.
Right.
Oh, they won't care if we leave now. Give it a couple years, they'll forget about
Yeah.
it. We'll just leave.
I was saying that to we were talking about this, and I was like, the easiest way to like cure that shit where people are fucking hating you and they think your team you're a piece of shit. Start winning games. You get a star, he starts winning games. Everyone's gonna be like, all right,
Sure, but
well.
then you're not gonna move if you're winning games like that.
But again, like say you move, they're pissed about it. You go to Vegas, you win a championship. It's like, oh, all right, I guess it worked.
Yeah, the Vegas people might be mad, but the Mavs will.
You're
Like,
out of there. You're
like
gone.
if you trade with your best player by a mile, everyone gets mad and they're pissed off and they stop watching. But then you get the
Well,
first
okay.
overall pick. They're gonna
Now-
probably watch, huh?
They're not probably gonna be able to move if Cooper Flag comes out and is
Right.
good. But
Why? It could be KD Supersonics type shit.
could be. Never know.
But I was gonna say about the draft is I feel like after the top 5 picks, like you gotta be
Oh, the
your scouting
player-wise?
team has
Yeah,
to be
yeah,
crazy
yeah.
for you to fucking land something.
It's just it's
like how many in the last like fucking 10 years? What's the top Wizards pick? 6? Like have they ever cracked the top 5 in my fucking lifetime? Maybe when they got John Wall. I don't know.
I don't know.
Like
either.
Jesus Christ.
It's the college basketball.
that's actually-
Like can anyone get thrown
So-
a bone?
it's
Like,
so
you get-
weird.
That's the only thing that sucks about the fucking lottery. It's like
Yeah.
you got a pretty good percentage. They've literally never had top 5 in my lifetime.
I don't think the Jazz has ever picked first. either.
Yeah, they just don't get lucky. But at
That's
the same
so
time,
fucked. They don't get lucky in
I don't think-
general.
I don't think
they
it's
don't
luck.
They get shafted
I
again
don't
in the
think
fucking
it's- well, 'cause,
draft.
like, who
how
the
many
fuck-
years
am
in
I
a row
allowed
are you
to-
gonna be fucking ass to go? Well, I guess we'll just be
what
ass
star
forever.
like perennial players coming out and like wanting to play on the Jazz
Well,
or
they don't
wanting
want
to
to
play
because no one's
on,
fucking there.
on
They
the
can't draft
Wizards?
the guy.
They're shit
well,
markets.
for
They're
the-
shit markets.
They
the-
are because they can't get
Well,
anything.
But they're shit markets in general.
For a team like the Jazz specifically, that's what sucks is because you have to assume that like if they were ever gonna build a team,
right.
it's through the draft.
Right.
Look at their last 2 good players.
Mitchell gone.
Laurie Marketing.
He's a good player when he's healthy.
too.
But Mitchell and Gobert, they drafted.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's like, how are you gonna? Nobody's gonna commit to Utah unless you
That's
get
what I'm
drafted
saying.
there.
Right.
Fall
And
in
let me-
love with
what
it.
pick was fucking Donovan Mitchell?
I have no idea.
Probably second round.
Bomb,
man.
is it bomb? Did you
Yeah,
hear
what
that?
is it? Why is that B?
No, that's the humidifier's full.
I don't know.
13th overall pick, Donovan Mitchell.
That's
You
good.
know what I mean? Like you have to
Another
kind of
round.
nail a draft pick.
That's what I'm saying. Like
So I don't
that's so. It
was Gobert,
Everyone
yeah.
fucking. I'm looking it up right now. Gobert was late.
27.
Yeah, 27.
Yeah.
Oh,
like-
to the right to
right
the,
at the end,
Nug- to
second
the
round.
Nuggets and got traded.
Yeah.
Like, how insane does your scouting room have to be? Because there's so many misses after.
How
the
did
top
they
five.
get-
7
even
foot
in the
fucking
top
whatever.
five?
He's just a
How did
big
He's
ass
a
dude.
fucking 27th pick.
How did they get Malone and Stockton? Did they draft them? This was fucking years ago, but
I think they
drafted
were
Karl
there.
Malone?
They had to have been. I think they got drafted
Jazz.
13th.
there. 13th.
13th. What the fuck?
That's what I'm telling you, bro.
Stockton.
16th.
16th.
See, there you
Like
go.
you would have to be a good basketball team. You have to have
So
the
you know what,
same
though?
fucking luck.
They didn't need to give Utah that first pick because they're like, you guys did it before
Right.
with the
They
pick
had that.
13.
But, like,
Fuck it.
I guess the Mavs had a pretty good scouting team. Like, what did they pick? What was Dirk? You know Dirk's pick?
Oh, no idea. No clue.
Look at it. Put it in quickly.
He was.
But anyways,
high, though.
Spent his whole
either
career.
you literally get a top 5 pick and you land a generational player, or you have to have ninth pick
Ninth,
overall.
yeah.
Like they had an insane scouting room
I'm
at
not
that,
gonna lie.
during that time.
They've done well with those picks, so they'll be fine.
Right, 100%. But
It
now
is-
they have one. They
but
don't
it
have to
is-
think about it.
It's
It
fine,
is
yeah.
it is a kick in the teeth.
Oh, 100%.
Right. Like, who the fuck the Wizards have besides
when you
John
have
Wall?
a
Wizards are
chance
cooked.
at
How's
a
the Wizards cooked?
generational
Like-
player and you don't get him.
Right.
Like last year when the Spurs got Wemby, we were like, this is a franchise that's tasted success.
Right.
Over and
They
over and
have
over
the
again.
best coach ever.
Like, that was crazy.
Pretty
Like,
much.
It just sucks. So I don't know. That's the NBA draft bit. Crazy. We were not planning on talking about that, but it was honestly it was so.
Well, it was-
Needed
it was
to.
so-
Yeah, you
so
have.
I mean, it was so
recent. Just literally
stunning that
happened.
We had to do a bit on it. So apologies for non-sports lovers, but I mean, it was just nuts. I still can't believe it. What do we have next? I'm sorry. I don't even.
Tory Lanez was stabbed in prison. He was stabbed 14 times, including 7 wounds to his back, 4 to his torso, and 2 to the back of his head, and 1 to the left side of his face. Both his lungs collapsed, and he was placed on a breathing apparatus. They're laughing about a guy getting stabbed. That's crazy. Yeah, this is
Free Meg.
insane. Maybe it was her. Maybe she came in.
So I saw this on the news today. Actually, I didn't even know he was serving a sentence.
Stabbed myself.
What?
To be honest,
You didn't know he was in jail?
not for 10 years.
Yeah, he was yelling at
Yeah,
someone for 20 hours on stream. It was crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Seems a bit theatrical in my mind.
Him being stabbed.
Yeah,
in
the
jail.
number's too high. Doesn't seem realistic. It's like 20 plus times.
Well, they
People
didn't
get stabbed 20
they
plus
didn't,
times.
It seems like it's been planned in my mind.
They haven't given his.
I don't know about your
status.
thoughts.
Or that is.
That's
Or
his
he
status.
said it on his Instagram.
Paul Pierce numbers.
He got
They're,
stabbed.
they're all
9 times.
filler. They're
Was it only
filler.
9 times.
The news hadn't said when I saw it on the news when I was eating dinner. They didn't say what his, like how he was doing. This morning.
I have to imagine he's fine if he was stabbed over 14 times and he's not dead.
Well, you would assume he's fine after he got stabbed 14 times. He's not dead.
Yep.
Probably not fine.
Well, Paul Pierce was stabbed like 14 times and he played next game.
That's different.
How is that
Well,
different?
it was
That's
the
a
next
lie.
game because it happened in the off season.
Oh,
Nuh-uh.
Yes.
it wasn't in the
No.
playoffs. He
No,
came back.
It was middle of the year.
You confused
No, it
him shitting
wasn't.
himself on the court and coming
No,
back.
it
No,
was
I'm
not.
telling you, middle of the year.
No, it
Middle
wasn't.
of the year. Okay, Tony.
They just talked about it. They talked about it in the Celtics HBO series.
Oh, I didn't watch that.
There you go.
Oh, he's fine.
What do you think I'm watching?
But both his
Right.
lungs did collapse, and he wasn't breathing on his own for X amount of time.
That's super scary.
I didn't know he was in
Bit
like
theatrical.
a
I
jail.
don't know how I don't understand how people.
I know because
survive.
sometimes they just put these
I'm cutting this.
famous people into the fucking
Where?
like a better prison to where like they're not gonna get stabbed with other like high profile people.
Alcatraz is coming back. You seen that?
I did.
Possible. I saw a
Possible.
thing. The guy was like, "You'd have
Renovations.
you'd have to spend $10 billion renovating the shit.
You don't think he will?
Like the pipes don't work. Nothing works in the place.
It's
a
jail.
historical site.
Who cares? It's jail.
Like you have to rip everything down and put it back up.
You just put the most dangerous people in there. Fuck it.
They was like the walls don't work. They're all cardboard walls.
I want to say I can never wrap my head around how people survive collapsed lungs. Would you just stop breathing?
No, it's like trying to inflate a balloon with a hole in it. You can still kind of do it.
Ugh, like every. Ugh,
I have to imagine
every time
it doesn't feel good.
Every time I
Well,
think about
probably
that,
doesn't feel like-
fucking skeeves me out, dude.
It should.
Like imagine the insides of your lungs touching each other.
No, wait, what? Oh,
It collapses in on it. Like
I don't know if it does that too much
I don't know
because
I don't wanna
there
know.
is crunchy parts of the inside of your lungs, so it wouldn't like balloon like stick together.
Like now I'm breathing weird. Like how do you fix it? I don't know.
I think they just put a balloon inside of your lung.
Oh,
Forever.
actually.
No, not forever, but to keep it inflated.
a breathing thing too, though.
Yeah.
Like tubes in the throat.
It just
Oh
it just
my
shrinks.
God, if you're hearing me, God, I hope I never have to do that.
Hear me, God.
Now
Kill me.
both his
before I
lungs
get a tube in my
collapsed.
throat.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That
I always thought
scared
about
the
that. If I ever
shit
woke
out
up with a tube in my mouth, I'd probably fucking just kill.
Oh,
Honestly,
I don't
I'd never
know.
want to rip that thing
What
out.
if
of
it's
my-
keeping you
my
alive?
throat.
I don't know. Like this
Because you want to
area,
rip it
like,
out, you just say "fucking kill me."
I don't like.
I'd
I
be
don't
going
like
crazy.
touching this area. Like,
Oh, don't even make me think about it.
What are you?
Can we cut this?
insane.
Can we cut this? Let's cut this.
If you keep doing that, I will delete the whole episode. I'm being so dead ass, and we get the fuck out of here right now. I'm quitting. This last episode. This is it.
You're gonna get a call from your brother.
I don't care.
He's not gonna like
I'm hanging up.
up.
Kobe, I'm quitting.
we have a closing set.
Oh, this is great. I can't wait to do this one now.
Well, his answer is gonna be yes.
Yeah. And I'm going to say I have 2 reasons why I feel that way.
To what?
Go ahead,
There's
ask the
multiple
question,
questions
Ange.
on the thing.
So let me introduce it. So in our group chat today, a friend of ours will remain unnamed, but sparked an interesting conversation. Good conversation. Something I actually had an answer to like right away because it was.
Did anyone else have a good
similar
answer?
Thoughts. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll read some of them.
Don't give them credit. We don't like them.
But basically, person asked, you guys ever feel like you're not enough? And now, whenever you initially read that, I always assume like enough to another person.
What?
Right.
Oh.
Naturally, yeah.
Right. I think so. That makes sense.
Person said, I need help finding ways to get out of this mindset of like feeling like I'm not enough. So I like initially had a thought, but it was asked in the chat because this person is talking to somebody and they were like, oh, is it because of like the person you're talking to? Like, did it not work out with them? And person who asked the question said like, no, that's actually been going pretty good. So I was like, okay, that's good. You know, it could be worse. But I initially said like, yes, to other people, in parentheses, girls, yes, I've definitely felt like I wasn't enough. Not
Makes
really
sense.
ever to my friends or family, but usually when you're trying to pursue somebody.
Yeah.
Recently, no, I'm kidding.
Right, and they reject you as a
Just another.
I was about to say, if you're getting rejected, that's like how do
Right,
you not
instantly.
feel that way? Like even a little bit. Like that's
Right.
just is how it is.
Yeah.
Just because you're sick in the head does not mean it doesn't happen to other people.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm
we-
just living my truth. I don't know what to tell you.
Your truth
So
is delusion.
that was basically like where I got this thought from on the conversation. I figured we could do a helpful bit on. I think it's different. I don't think it's ever something we really talked about.
Well,
I'm gonna try not to like blend into like the perspective talk that we just had a couple weeks ago. But the question I basically had for us is, are we doing enough? Do you feel like you do enough? Have you ever felt like you weren't doing enough or you weren't enough? What's your thoughts on this? What's your mindset on it? Do you have ways of dealing with it? I could go first because I did have responses and advice that I gave in this chat. So I initially said, well, to other people, girls, yeah, sometimes I do feel like I'm not enough, but I try to tell myself that I'm enough for me, right? That I am doing enough to satisfy myself, so like fuck what everybody else thinks.
Right.
You know, I said I try to focus on my own assessment of myself. Obviously, I got here, and I'm here a healthy majority of the time because there were obviously times where I did not feel that way about myself. And I basically went on to say that, hey, to be honest, I think it's kind of normal for our age to feel like this. I think this is what you feel when you're
Mid-20s.
in your mid-20s, and perhaps
World's ending.
perhaps
pointless.
older generations
Midlife
felt
crisis,
this
25.
later in life.
it's
I
midlife
definitely
crisis.
felt that by the time.
Now it comes earlier.
But I said, I feel like if I had to guess, this is a direct quote from me, is exactly how I said it in the chat.
Direct quote.
I said, I feel like if I had to guess, most of us are suffering to some degree because things just aren't as easy as they should be or as we feel like they should be. For example, when it comes to work, finding a job, finances, housing, getting out of the house, getting our lives together, finding tangible relationships, right?
Yeah.
Like we're also kind of at the age where like friendships are kind of dwindling. For better or worse, in my opinion. That's a
feel
whole.
that way?
It's a whole other yeah, I can't wait. So, that's a whole other thing. And I
the
said,
hell?
honestly, there's been a lot of days where I have felt this. I said, honestly, there's been a lot of days recently where I felt like I'm maybe wasting my time and my potential, drowning in it at some times. But I said, I think that's just the mid-20s. A lot of pressure on us to figure shit out.
True.
And person went on to say, like, yeah, I feel like I've been asking myself, do I do enough at work? Am I making, enough money? Like, am I going to be able to support myself?
Yeah.
All these types of questions that we do all ask ourselves, I think, behind closed doors. I know I do. Maybe not everybody does, but it's not something we, like, talk about too much in a public setting, maybe, like, with your close friends.
Yeah, probably not as much.
So I said, yeah, a lot of pressure to figure shit out. And we basically... After that, there was 3 of us in the chat just kind of going back and forth, ping-ponging, saying, like, maybe there's things we need to change. I think we're at that point. Like we're almost 5 years removed from college. We're like 10 years removed from high school. Like, I think, and it's funny, too, another reason why I want to talk about it is because one of our really good friends I had a conversation with the other day.
Well, soon to be not.
No, he's staying.
Oh.
Yeah, I told him
I didn't know that was okay.
Yeah, he said I can stay in his life too.
Oh.
Actually. I said to him, yeah, man, just feel like we're not developing. And I'm going to be honest, that's something I've thought about the past probably like 6 months. And I actually had some really good months in these past 6 months. This is despite all that. Just feel like I need not a change of scenery, but like things are getting a little stagnant. You know, it's not like a going through the motion things, but like, I'm just like bored of it. You guys feel that way? Do you guys agree with that?
I see what you're saying.
Sometimes?
Yeah.
And that's what I was trying to convey in my feelings to, and when I was
Let's buy a
giving
house.
advice is like, no, dude, I think you're actually,
By zoo.
like, I think this is actually, unfortunately, how a lot of us do feel. I'm not going to say it's how we're supposed to feel, but it's like, what else are we supposed to do? The housing market's fucking trash.
Yep.
We're all barely making enough money. Like, does anybody here feel like they can support themselves on their own? If you
I can support my body weight.
You know what I mean? Like,
If I didn't have student loans, yeah.
I won't hold you. Like,
you don't. Just don't pay them.
Right.
like,
Something I learned in New York this weekend. Oh, just don't pay your loans.
if I crunch the money, bought less shit, maybe.
Oh yeah, but it'd be like not comfortable.
I'd be fucked either
I'll
way.
tell you what, I'm gonna be house poor.
Right.
I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
get roommates if I buy a place.
Right.
Like, these are all things I've kind of been thinking too behind closed doors. So he said that, and it kind of like, I was like, wow, I've actually kind of thought about that too. So it's kind of funny you feel like that, dude. Well, what do you guys think?
I think we're at a point in life, like in this day and age, where like it's hard not to compare yourself to other people. And
that
I
was
think
something that was a good point.
That's really what it is.
know?
I think we think it's like a race to get somewhere, and I think we forget that like we're like, even when we're talking about our birthdays coming up, like 26, 27 years old, all that, whatever.
Couple weeks.
It's like, wow, we're getting old, but like we're young as fuck. And I don't think it's hard now to separate that. And it's like, oh my God, like all these people are doing this at this age, and we're fucking 26. This dude's 20 years old. He just won a Super Bowl. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's hard. It's hard not to like try and compare yourself to other people and feel like you're like lagging behind in a race. But like, it all like not to get back to what we were talking about last week, but it is all about perspective. You really have to sit back and think like, we aren't that old. We have a lot of life to live, God willing.
Right.
I don't know. And I think that's really what it is. I think people get caught up in that. I don't really think like that. Go ahead.
I don't really think like that.
Give advice, though. Try and give advice and not just say I'm good.
No, I think he was about to. You kind of agreed.
I was not about to
No, he
give
wasn't.
advice.
Of course
kind
he
of
was.
agreed.
I was going to give my perspective
You kind
on
of
it.
agreed when I was saying how like maybe things are stagnant.
Yes, well, hold up. You got to say your bit, but I'm going to say my bit.
You're the
Honestly,
most predictable person.
honestly, well, you're the most predictable person. I know you're going to go, I'm lagging
didn't say
behind.
that.
I'm lagging
I
behind the
didn't say
race. I'm lagging behind the race.
I didn't say
Truthfully, I rarely compare myself to other people.
It's good. Good skill.
To be completely honest,
no
very.
shit.
I see other people, and I usually just get inspired. I think, usually I'm like, okay, I could be doing better. Like, I don't think I compare myself negatively, though.
Nice. So you don't knock yourself for it.
No.
Nice.
If I ever feel like I'm not doing enough, I'll just start doing something.
Well, no, that's fair.
That's fair. Though.
Like, specifically, like, running is a really easy thing to do. I'm like, I don't think I'm running enough, so I'll just start running more.
Oh, well.
I don't know.
Like, more
Can I
life.
Can I piggyback off that? So now recently one of the I actually have a good point to make. No, you just made a really good point.
No, I was like, why don't I just compare myself? I don't think I've ever. I don't think I've ever. Yeah.
Well,
It's
you could
never
always
dawned
do
in my
more.
mind.
You could always do more.
No, I know, but I don't think I've ever like to look at someone and like compared myself to them.
Well, not
like in
like-
a negative way.
No, I mean like
I don't.
just like-
I haven't either. to
I
be
never felt
honest.
like I was lagging behind.
it's just something
I guess.
that like just happens. Like it's not like
Maybe
you're like
a
actively thinking
maybe
about
like
it.
a wake up call type thing.
Yeah,
Damn,
like
that
like
kid's kind of got his shit together.
like maybe I should work a little bit harder. I can get there too. Like shit like that.
But
like
see,
you're
that's-
innately
see, I feel
comparing
like
it,
I
but
don't
like
be saying
it's
that
just
to
in your
myself
head.
Either, now that I think about it.
Yeah, but I don't think.
Maybe it's subconscious comparisons.
It's I'm not saying
Not-
like
not
well, some
compare-
people dwell on it,
not
right,
comparing
but it's like
yourself-
not yeah.
Maybe not comparing yourself to like a specific person, but like to the bar though.
You're like I could be doing more now.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think it's more inspiring than
Nice. That's
negatively.
good.
Well, that's you. That's a glass half full. Look at it. There's
Right.
two ways to look at it. There's always two sides of it.
That's good.
Like it's not 100% good. Like, oh, I can work harder. Some people don't think like
Right. Right.
Yeah.
You just brought up running because obviously you like running, and you're
Right.
like, if I'm not running more, I'll go run.
Well, it's the easiest thing to compare yourself to other people in like a very numbers based
Yeah.
thing.
Fair. I'm gonna come at it from a different angle.
Okay.
So
Say you have a baby.
there's been a couple times recently where the only times I feel not like good about myself, but feel like I'm improving is when I'm like at the gym.
Right. Yeah. When you're
And
doing something.
some days if I sit there with my thoughts long enough, I'll go down the rabbit hole of like, damn, I'm a loser,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
In loose terms. And it's like when I go to the gym, it makes me feel so good sometimes. Like I'm gonna tell you right now, like I don't go to the gym anymore to like do numbers. Like I don't go to the gym anymore to like get big or like lose weight. Like
You're just so happy.
it's a very like mental crutch for me now. And yeah, like when he said that, I was like, damn, there's been some days where I've really felt like, where do I feel like when do I feel like I'm actually moving towards something,
right.
developing, like, and now obviously this is through the lens of like we're all kind of harder on ourselves sometimes, because obviously I am advancing. Like I'm doing pretty good at work. I have a lot more responsibility than I had last year, right?
It's good and bad.
You know, like I've got. I'm towing the line of being too important.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I fear I'm way too
Totally.
important. And it
You
pisses
getting
me the
called on a
fuck off.
fucking
Yeah.
off the hook.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, and like, and I was saying in this chat, right? Like this person was saying like, not sure about my job, and I said too. I said it's funny you say that because I was like, and maybe people listen for my job. Sorry, but I was like, you know something? It's funny you say that because I was like, I too was getting a little bored of my job, like bored of doing the same things over and over again. And now, thankfully, I'm not going to explain it, but we have like some more work to take on, and the department's expanding. We're going to hire a bunch of people, and I feel almost reinvigorated now when I go to work because I'm not only going to have the opportunity to teach people what I know, it's also finally going to be new things to learn,
Right.
which is kind of exciting in a way. So I had that to say when it came to like the work part of it. But I felt what you said immediately when you were talking about going running in a different type of way.
Right.
But I have thought that to myself. It's like, damn, like if I don't go to the gym on my days off, like what a fucking waste of time that was.
Yeah.
And I'm really not wasting time because I have hobbies isn't the word. It's just, it's like I struggle some days to like feel productive. And then I sit there and I'm like, damn, this is why I'm here. This is why I'm still in my parents' house. This is why I'm never going to be this, never going to be that. That's what it spirals to sometimes.
What, because you didn't go to the gym one day?
Not because of that. I'm saying, you know what I mean? Am I making sense?
Yes, you're making
Josh
sense.
agrees.
He
Yeah.
just
I see what
doesn't-
you're saying. Like today,
It's not the gym specifically. I'm just like, damn, I wasted today, did nothing.
right.
There goes
So what
another
did
day.
you do today?
Nothing.
Do you feel like you were productive today? Oh.
We're doing a podcast.
Would you count the
Kind of feel
podcast as productive?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay.
Show up every week.
Well, like I wanted to run today.
Something
And I
I
was like,
enjoy
oh,
to do.
we might be able to go to the gym before the pod or whatever. I didn't get to do that.
I was about to say,
still
yeah,
fucking
you were
working till
Gillette
7
traffic.
o'clock, so
Shout out Kendrick.
cut my balls off, but
I don't know. I've
even
been-
if I came home right from here and just went to bed, I would have felt fine.
You did work.
Good.
You did
Yeah.
work, huh?
I mean, I was at work.
this
and
isn't
I'm
this
fucking
isn't an everyday thing.
dickwad.
No,
Well, I don't know.
Definitely experienced it. Like, to be honest.
I have to string it. I have to. One, if I have too much facial hair, I feel like a bum.
That's what makes you feel like a bum. That's
it. Does make me
That's
feel
the
like a
only
bum.
thing.
Hair gets a little banged up.
That's it.
little
Yeah,
long.
hair's if the hair's not washed and I got big
He wakes
beard,
up, looks
bro.
in the mirror. Man, I do shit my
I
life.
literally,
have a beard?
I kid you the fuck not. I go, wow, I'm a piece of shit. I go, really? This is what it's come to? I go, I look like a fucking mess right
What do you
now.
do with your life?
Literally, no, I literally wake up. It makes me the facial hair makes me feel like that. I'm like, oh my god,
That's how you nerf
I'm
Mike.
fucking gross.
Give him beard.
Yeah, literally.
Um,
I gave it to myself. I didn't grow anything until after COVID, and I grew it out. And I go, why the fuck
Shit.
would I do that? It's the biggest. I gotta
Yeah, you're
shave every
cursed.
day. Fuck.
So Josh, you kind of gave your bit on it. Mike kind of gave his bit on it. Anything else? I have a question to ask.
Yeah, can you go over, what was the first question? Go over the 4 questions. Let me answer them.
Well, the four general questions I asked was like, are we doing enough?
Okay, pause.
Who's we? Like us individually?
Just
Or
in
us on the
general.
pod?
Just in
I meant
general, like, am I doing enough?
Yeah.
Okay, so things I think about sometimes. So yes, do we all live at our parents' house? Yes, but also,
I'm gonna get to that. Too.
like, what can I realistically do
Right.
in such a short? Like, it's a compounding growth. Like when I think about that, like
Hopefully I do.
And you have to think about it from like different perspectives, right? Am I doing enough? Right. Say you want to think about it from a job perspective. I don't know. You want to get a different job or something? Like I'm trying to get a different job, but it's like,
But, like,
it takes time. Like you
sometimes
can't just get a different
sometimes
job day one.
Right. And I was gonna say, sometimes we lose sight of the path we're on because we
Right.
are on a path.
Right. Like, do I want to bet on the Pope becoming the Pope and fucking win 1,000x my money and then retire? Yes.
use one.
Is that most likely not possible? Correct.
Yeah.
Am I gonna have to wait around and just slowly gather money? Yeah.
You lost.
Like, but I feel like I'm in a pretty good position to gather money. So, what do you mean? Like, it takes time. You know what I'm saying? It takes time. Everything takes time.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna
But
do
it's
I'm
like-
not gonna do something today.
Right,
To
something
alter my future forever. Like I have to do.
Yeah,
I have
but
to
like
do
not-
that
not-
small thing every day.
But it's not like
Seriously.
some overnight type deal thing.
That's what I'm saying.
It's just like, are you doing enough in general? And I think the answer to that is no. I don't think anyone's doing enough. You can always do more. That's how I think of it.
Fair.
There's always more you can do to get yourself in a better position in life, get yourself better mentally, get yourself better
Right.
physically, whatever. Like,
But I guess it depends how you define more. Like, is getting 8 hours of sleep doing something?
yeah, I think that's doing
Right.
more. If
Or
that's
is that
helping,
also doing less?
no. If you're doing
what I'm
that
saying?
in an attempt to help like your
To
mental
better
health or
your
whatever,
health.
Right. I
Yeah.
guess it depends on your goals or
Yeah.
what you mean by doing something.
But that's different for everybody. That's
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So like there, you could always do more.
Are you guys goal oriented?
no.
I'd like to say I am goal oriented, but like,
You have things you
I
want
gotta
to get.
see
you
what
have
it
things
is.
you want to get done, but like
yeah, it's. I have unrealistic goals in my head, to be completely honest. But
is being a big
billionaire?
podcast one of them.
Oh.
to answer, can we do more? I think we could do more. Yeah,
Is it unrealistic? No.
We
That
could
was
do
supposed to be the
more.
answer. It's unrealistic? No.
we could do more. It's nothing's unrealistic in that vein in this day and age.
Fair. Things are more realistic than they ever have been.
Exactly, 100%.
Buy a house for $5 before. I don't know.
Well,
Right.
in terms of this,
I don't know. Moving out used to be a lot.
Yeah, moving
more-
out used to be. I used to
now,
get
the
acre of
life
land
shit,
for
the
doing
life
nothing.
shit. No, that
Think about the rights I had as a white man before.
Let's
Damn,
take-
bro,
let's
they
take-
took 'em.
Can you think of? Can you
you got to get another pope,
lost me?
asshole. You got
We
another
lost
pope,
you again.
piece of shit.
Um,
We could have had one. He was there with a brother up there.
Could you guys think of a time where you felt like you maybe weren't enough?
Last Tuesday.
I mean, I definitely can.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Last time I got rejected for a job that was rough.
Oh.
Or no, the job that I didn't get with that round. That
I thought you were literally gonna say you
Like
you
a week
weren't
ago?
Greek enough. I was gonna tweak out.
Wait, and what?
Even I get rejected for not being Greek enough. I didn't feel like I was enough.
Oh, I didn't feel like I was enough there either. I
And
could've-
blatantly so, you should've.
I should have spoke the
Uh-oh.
tongues.
Oh, guest
scared the shit.
appearance.
Bear,
He's enough.
I saw the light.
He's more than enough.
you're more than enough.
Dodge the wires.
wire.
Make sure he doesn't piss on the ground.
He probably will.
He's
Thinking about it.
he's thinking about it.
He's gonna.
Pick him up. There he
on the
comes.
couch
He's definitely enough. He's more than enough.
Now he
He's
is
about-
enough.
He's about 3 pounds more than enough.
Times where you felt like you weren't enough.
What do you think?
Give him some.
Don't cut that.
too.
That's valuable information right there.
Me too, bro.
Times you thought you were enough. Yeah, this big old booty right here. Huh.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Can't get that, Mike.
Using him.
Times where you felt like you weren't enough, Mike.
Yeah, probably
See ya.
post.
Oh.
Post relationships.
Yeah, I'm just making sure this guy doesn't piss everywhere. Can you go upstairs?
Josh, go.
Yeah, I'd say like post breakup stuff. Yeah, depends on the relationship, I guess. Like I've broken up with people before, and I'm just like, oh,
Oh, you're breaking up. It's not you that
right.
feel like enough.
Well, yeah,
Well, some people do break up because
Yeah.
it's fair.
yeah, but sometimes I don't either. I don't know. I guess now I probably wouldn't.
But I
don't know.
think I feel like mainly the common time where you do is to somebody else more than yourself, right?
Oh, like you're
Like,
not
where you
enough to
don't
someone
feel
else.
enough. Yeah.
Oh,
Right. Someone rejects the very person you want.
Yeah.
Right.
You can't
That's
be
why
enough
we
at that
all
point,
initially thought
legally.
like, oh shit, like what you were talking about didn't work out. And he's like, no, it's actually
Right. That
good.
would make
We
sense.
were
If
like,
I heard that, I go, oh my god.
Oh, you
broke
assume
your
it's
heart.
that, yeah.
That
Yeah.
sucks.
right. That
Right.
sucks.
Immediately.
When life rejects your character.
Yeah. Literally.
Yeah,
I mean, someone literally said, basically, you're not enough.
Yeah,
As much as people want to say, oh, that's not what it is.
it is.
Well,
But like, you have to remember, so you're not enough for them, not in general. Everybody wants more. Everybody
Stupid
needs
notion.
more. As that
stupid notion.
I think it's stupid
Makes
to
no
say.
sense. When is a bad time to find $1 million? Makes no sense.
Yeah, but
to me.
not everyone's $1 million.
Not everyone's $1 million. Write that one down.
Not everybody needs it.
Listen, a million,
That's what I'm saying. It makes no sense.
a million rupees ain't gonna do shit to someone in Mexico that wants 1 million pesos.
Exchange it. Exchange currency.
No, but I'm saying like
No sense.
that made sense. Don't do
I know
that.
what you're trying to go for. It just makes no sense.
Well, some
Free
things
money.
work for other people. You can't use money. Money rules everything. That's not.
I think
It's like
love's the fifth dimension.
let's go over. Let's like makeup. Some people's skin tones match certain makeups. Sometimes like that looks good on that person. That looks good for you. It matches you, but it won't match me because that's just not my skin tone.
We wear different jeans. It's it's fungus. It's fungus.
It's not contagious.
It's not contagious. It's fungus.
You can even touch it. I don't.
No idea. What you
Inside joke.
Inside joke. I'll tune you in on it.
You guys gave good points.
Yeah.
I agree with both. Obviously, like I said it earlier in this chat and on the podcast, but yeah, it's really just like shit with girls, like trying to hit on
Pretty much.
somebody or
Pretty much.
something doesn't work out. That's the few times where I've felt it.
Right. Well, I think it's the
in the
most
eyes of
direct
other
sense.
people.
The most direct way to do it. I mean, he mentioned like interview stuff. Yeah, interviews too.
Yeah,
I don't usually feel because I feel like most of the time, I feel like once you get in the interview stage, it's like, unless you interview awful,
Yeah.
which I guess you didn't get it, but I don't think you interviewed awful.
No, I put in the fucking shit.
Outstanding circumstances. But it's like, for instance, like I interviewed for this company. It was like literally right down the road at the end of the reservoir. It's like Technic or whatever it is.
yeah.
And my friends were like, oh, say you want 67. I was like, oh, it seems a bit high. I was like,
Yeah.
I want 67. Never answered me.
yeah.
I was like,
Okay.
that is the most. And I remember texting him, I go, oh, that's a starting point. Maybe we can work down from there.
They didn't give you a range.
Never answered. No. I was like, that's crazy.
Who the fuck?
Yeah, literally.
Damn, what the?
But it was like a job to like fix
You were
like,
too much for them.
I can guess so.
It's not that you
I
weren't.
thought it was a
enough.
reasonable price.
You were too much. They deemed you to be too much.
right.
You were too much. Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
The last thing I want to say.
In my situation,
Yeah, go.
like you're like, oh, it's like the extent, like circumstance or whatever.
Right.
Me working there for a year already,
Right.
that made it 10 times worse.
Right.
Like if I
100%.
was just like going
Be like,
in,
no, I've
like,
seen the product. I think I'm fine.
yeah, right. I was like, oh, okay.
Like it's like if you were
Fuck
friends
me
with a
then.
girl, like
Yeah.
pretty
And
close.
they're like, yeah,
and she
we
goes,
don't want it.
No,
No.
I've seen it.
No, no,
I've seen it.
No,
Yeah,
thanks.
I've seen the light version. I definitely don't want the full.
No,
The demo
We
was
don't want
fine.
that.
I
We
don't
want
need
that.
the rest.
No, yeah, that was rough.
It's kind of
But
crazy. Yeah, I'd rather keep
It is
it.
what it is. Like,
It's fucked.
a Bentley looks like a Rolls
Until a ghost rides up.
till a ghost rides up.
Right, it's true. That's a bar.
That was in relation to the girl that got the job over me. I was a Bentley. She was a
Oh.
yeah.
Oh.
she
All right,
she
now
does a
what I was
fantastic
going with
job.
that
She
one.
You're
did
the
no.
Chrysler.
I was a Chrysler 300.
It's a Buick.
I was a Chrysler 300. No, don't give me Buick. No, don't give me Buick.
Wait,
The last-
Buick's better than a Chrysler.
That looks better.
The last
Cheap imitation.
The last thing I wanted to
true.
talk about, because this was something I said, which is also something I've been thinking recently, and I think this is very relatable. I think this is going to hit home for a lot of our viewers. A lot of people are our age. I said, and I quote, honestly, what I've been thinking lately is I'm at the point where I can no longer develop because I'm still at home. I don't feel like an adult fully, and I'm kind of sick of it. And now, obviously, we're only 25, okay? But something I've been thinking recently is like, I just think there's development that happens when you're outside of your home. Like,
Oh, 100%.
this, you know,
Right.
it's not a slight on my mom. That's how my mom takes it every time. I say,
100%.
I can't wait to.
Well,
move
she
out.
thinks she's holding you back.
Probably. Like, obviously, that's
Well, what
not
else would it
true
be?
because I wouldn't
Right.
be who I am, where I am without the support of my parents, obviously.
Right, but you're saying
Thank
you
them.
can't develop if you're under their roof.
I think I've maxed out.
Right.
And that's honestly how I felt. And if you want to go further, the hurdle I was talking about with my brother is like dating kind of fucking sucks right now being at home, to be honest.
Yeah. Can't be making whoopee.
Yeah. And like if you want to go further, like I don't know about you guys, but the type of person I am, when I'm like actually dating somebody,
He's
like,
a screamer.
when I'm actually dating somebody, like there's a threshold before like you would want them to meet your parents.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mike doesn't believe
I was
in
about
that.
to say, I just saw the look.
I tell about people every time I'm talking to someone about
No,
that.
I'm
It's
gonna
like
look
I have zero social etiquette.
Yes, we know. Yes.
I'm
I'm like, yeah, come meet my parents. What the fuck's it matter?
I'm gonna look
Not
at
right
Josh
away.
when I
That's
say
crazy.
this,
Doesn't make it.
and I'm gonna preface this by like, I don't like I've brought like one girl to my house ever that's met my
Right.
mother and father because it was like the one serious thing I was in,
Right.
But I've always felt like that,
It's weird, yeah.
and I'm gonna be honest. Like, again, I am not a like I don't have a roster of people
No.
that like I'm hanging out with, but like
So you say.
if I respect you, like it's gonna be a little bit
Oh, yeah.
before I bring you into my fucking parents' house because I don't view it as my house,
Right.
to be honest. So that's what I was saying to my brother the other day. I was like, this shit kind of blows because like, what if I did go out one night, hit it off with somebody? I'm telling you right now, like, I don't think I would bring them to my house.
Go rent out
You
a
got
hotel.
no shame.
Go to
Maybe I
Motel
would go
6.
there. maybe I have too much shame, right?
Right.
But it's like there's
You
a
don't think you have a nice little room?
It's like there's a camera in the front of the fucking house. I gotta fucking
Okay,
explain to you.
I hate that.
Like, I
Explain
gotta
to
the
what?
question.
You live at your
You?
friend's house?
Oh, no.
You live at your mother's house?
Questions, dude.
like
I think a lot of people live at
Mind your
their
business.
parents'
I don't wanna
house.
do that. Fuck that. So it's like I don't know. There's things that like I like to be doing that like I just feel like that's an example of one thing, right?
Right. No, I see
But
what
I
you're
just
saying.
think there's shit that like you learn when you're on your own, shit that you have to do when you're on your own.
Right.
It's just a little too comfortable right now. I don't like it. We're not developing. This is the point I was making to my friend. Now the point I was making to my friend, this is someone who unfortunately is on his own. He's renting somewhere, right? And he was like, well, listen, he's like, I would give anything to be able to go back. And I was like, listen,
Right.
I perfectly understand that. I completely understand that. But that was something I said in this chat, and I kind of wanted your opinions on it too, because obviously we are 25, 26-year-old young men, young people that are living at home, and I don't know about you guys, but feel kind of like we're stuck there for longer than I would like. Like, obviously we can move out and rent somewhere, but I don't think there's any real benefit to that. We're going to get fucking
I was
killed
going to say, yeah.
financially.
It's rough.
Right. That's what I was gonna say. But you think
Obviously,
about
like whatever.
maybe you develop
like if we were
socially, but your
right.
financials are
Right.
tanked. You're not gonna be. You're gonna
Sure.
be just living.
Fair.
Right.
There's a give and take, right? Now,
Right.
like, we could maybe find a couple people, find a place for a good rate, whatever, but, like, I don't know. But that was the point that I made in this chat was, like, I literally said, I was like, I feel like I can't develop anymore. I mean, I'm going to be 26 at the end of this month. You guys are newly 26. I mean, there's just nothing else. I just feel like I have no business being in my home anymore. And it's great, right? I do my laundry for free, right? A lot of the food's kind of free, right? When I choose
Same.
to eat at home. And so that's something I've been feeling like too. It's like I don't know. We gotta move. Like we gotta go. And that's what's been my main motivation recently, because I actually feel like I'm getting kind of close to breaking free, in a way. But do you guys relate to that at all?
100%. I don't
Because
think...
there's some days where I'm like, Jesus Christ, like I feel like a fucking little ass kid.
I was going to say, I was just about to say that.
You know what I mean?
You'll never
can't
feel like a
stand
full
it.
adult
I don't
until you're
feel-
out on your own in the world by
Yeah.
yourself.
Like,
Like,
you're mature. I'm mature. I like. Mike's mostly mature. No, I'm playing. Mike's pretty mature. But I'm telling you, like, it fucks with my brain sometimes.
I'll kill
when
you right now.
When I go out,
I got a phrase.
I'm being serious.
yeah.
Like it does my head in sometimes when I go out there and try to be a person. Like, and I'm like, oh fuck, but like I'm still. I don't know. Do you relate to that at all?
100%.
Like
Yeah.
in the back of my head, I'm like, oh, I gotta go home to mom's house though, and I feel like it keeps me from doing shit sometimes. I don't know. Maybe it's because of how I was brought up. I don't know. But these are things that like I feel sometimes where I'm like, God damn it, like I need to fucking like love you, Mom. Happy Mother's Day. Love my
Yeah.
father. Like I thank God every day that You know, I was born into a house where I got dealt a good hand, and they keep me around. I think they like me, right? Like, a lot of people don't have that. But in terms of, like, being a fucking human being, I'm maxed out. And I felt that way probably for, like, 2 years.
I can't say I ever think about it. Tom's going to hate this one. I can't ever think about it as my parents' house.
Right.
What the fuck does that mean?
I feel like
This is my domain.
That's crazy.
I
My
reside
innate
here.
domain.
Like, I don't know. I guess I take
Yeah.
slight
like,
ownership
obviously-
over my space.
Obviously,
Well,
right. I was
yeah,
just going to say,
yeah.
like, obviously we have our own spaces.
It's different, yeah.
Right. I guess so. Yeah.
Right? Like, we're lucky enough to have our own rooms. And
Right.
Like you two
I
have, yeah.
Like, I at
Yeah,
least
you just kind of have a room.
I just have a room in the back of
I
that. Yeah.
at
fuck.
least have a place that I can, like, kind of retreat to and, like, be by myself for a little
Right.
bit. But that's
Got a
where
lock on my
thoughts
door.
come out. So it's tough.
You should. And your door shouldn't be locked. You know
I
that.
lock the shit all the time.
I wish I had a lock on my door. I don't.
Glad I do. Shit.
I actually don't have a lock on my door either.
Nobody's coming down here.
I was about to say, yeah.
It's fucking. It's a
You'd be
mess and it
surprised.
smells.
You'd be surprised how many people come down here.
Right. The dog.
No. Oh.
Well, night.
Do you guys agree with that though? Anything
Yeah.
to say about that?
No, I don't think. I don't think I've been
I
maxed
just feel like
out.
it's hard to like really feel like you're growing up while you're still in your parents' house.
Yeah, it sucks, right?
Yeah.
I'm kind of sick of it.
Like you're doing adult things, but you're not fully
We're
in the
pretending.
realm of
We're
an
not
adult
pretending.
yet.
Mm.
Like once you're out, moved out, like got an apartment or got a house or something, that's when you were like, I'm on my own, even though like the family's always gonna be there.
Yeah.
But like you're on your own, you're living, and that's like why like in college when we were like, oh
I was gonna say you don't
It's a
feel like you
different-
gained that in college.
yeah, but then to revert back to it,
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah.
that's when it's like, oh,
That's
like
a good point because I was living on my own for a couple years.
yeah.
I almost feel like I became. I mean, like, I almost feel like I became more of an adult after college, coming home and doing shit.
So,
Probably.
what do you mean?
I don't know.
Trying to put myself.
I just do
Lost
more
me
things.
again.
Like I bear.
Okay, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Hold on. Hold on.
Jesus.
We
Walk with me.
walk with me here. I don't know. I feel like I don't spend that much time in my house. I guess.
Fair.
So I feel like not. I mean, my sister was really bad. She literally just come home at like 10 o'clock at night and then go to bed. I don't know what the fuck she was doing. But it's like, usually if, like the weekends, I'm not usually here that much. I'm always doing shit, so it doesn't really feel like I'm home that much besides sleeping and eating. So I
Yeah.
don't know.
But like even like when we went to New York, right? Like would I ever live in New York? Probably not.
Right.
Don't really like the vibes.
Love it.
However, there was a part of me when I got back, I like envy being like where my brother's at, where he's like just like living in adult life
Remember when we were
in
walking
an
around?
Even though
apartment.
his room is worse than yours.
Yeah, but like I'm saying, like he's living in adult life.
Yeah.
He's got an apartment. He's going to work. He's being independent, taking the train here, there, doing shit like that. Like I feel like that is like the adult like lifestyle.
It's
And
not.
I feel
that
like
we
we're not
wanna-
living
it's
that.
not that you want to grow up.
Yeah.
Like I think I still have a pretty young mindset. Like
Oh,
I don't want to
100%.
lose that.
Yeah.
But it's just like the shit that I do. I just feel like I'm not there. Like
Well, I guess that was the point I was saying.
You don't want to grow, but you're tired of feeling like a kid.
yeah, like
Like he does a bunch of things. That's why I feel like I do. Like even if I lived outside of this house, I would
doing the
rarely
same.
be in the house.
right.
You know what I
see
mean?
you're saying.
Like
But there's a subconscious level of independence
Exactly,
that you
yeah.
have that I don't have, and I like crave. You know what I mean? And it's not like it's not even like it's not like I fucking report to my parents what I'm doing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
really do that. Like I'll be like, yo, I'm going out.
Yeah, lock the door.
You know, it's not like that. It's just like I don't know. There's a layer of it that's still there that like, is itching me. Like remember when we went to Boston?
Yeah.
Yes,
We were walking
yes,
around.
yes,
time.
yes,
That's
yes,
the feeling,
yes,
right?
Yes,
And
yes,
we were
yes.
like, yo, like, why can't we live here though?
It is a weird like there's like a
are you
there's
talking about?
there's
You were
a
there.
feeling. Yeah, there is a
Worried
feeling
about
to it. You don't remember that?
He doesn't remember it. We were walking around. I don't remember what we went there for. Maybe it was for.
this?
Maybe it was for. It was for.
Might have been for a game or something, to be honest.
Ah, fuck! I know what it was.
A game.
We went to the thrift event.
Oh,
over
the
there,
thrift event,
the four
maybe.
of us.
Yeah.
Oh, that was ages.
And we
ago.
went
Yeah.
to the taco spot. CK was
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
We
yeah.
didn't tell him.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, yep.
It was that day, and we were walking down the street,
Right.
and we were like, "Yo, like, why can't?" And that's what I think we're craving.
Yeah.
Right. And that immediately put me back, like when I was in Bristol living at school.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's I don't know what it is, but it's there, and I feel it sometimes, and it nags me.
You know what it might be? I don't see such a difference between this and college because there's nothing to do in Maine.
Oh, that's fair.
And I'd be running it in my house.
That's fair.
So like, even though I lived by myself,
but this is not
in
a
multiple different
hold on,
houses.
but this isn't a doing. Like this,
I think it is a
almost,
doing.
This almost like does, at least for me, this also isn't the I'm not doing enough. This is like kind of a different conversation almost.
But you said when we went to Boston.
That's why I wanted to bring it up at the end.
Well, just
So
the
it
feeling, of like
it wasn't that
going
there
on the
was-
town,
it
walking
wasn't
around,
that
like
there
you know what I
was-
mean?
doing something.
It wasn't
but it
that-
wasn't
no,
about
but
doing
I'm
it.
trying to say it wasn't that there was shit to do. It's that like, yo, we're here like
On your own.
on our own.
Yeah. Like he's in the mindset of
completely
like,
different.
imagine we lived here and we're just like
Completely
out,
different.
like just
Right.
taking on a
Like
day
I need to be
on
able,
your
like
own.
I want to create like a life, like not a
Yeah.
private life, but like I need to like open the next couple chapters. Like for
I see what you're
example,
saying.
right?
Just branch
like,
off.
Like
Yeah.
my mom, I've been talking a lot to my mom and dad about like trying to buy a place. Right?
Yeah.
I think I'm getting close, and my mom sends me stuff like, and she'll be like, cute in the neighborhood, and
Yeah, it's
I
right
don't
here,
open
yeah.
it. And I'm like, too close to the house. Don't send me that. And she's like, what does that mean? And I'm like, too close. Like,
Yeah.
we gotta.
Well, I guess
Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to go fucking far away.
Yeah.
Like I need to fucking not see you for a little while. You know, like people in general.
I know you already said it, but in
You
my
understand,
mind,
right? Yes.
in my mind, it is a doing. So I'll do certain
That's
things
fair.
that make me feel like
You're
independent.
doing it
Yeah.
independently.
your opinion's
like
so
for
valid.
instance, like
Yeah.
like Saturdays, the farmers market. I act like I live in Providence.
I like that delusion.
Like I'm going.
I
To, I'm
actually
going.
said-
To, I'm going to
I
buy my
actually said-
groceries.
His whole argument is
I'm
just
going. It is. That's all life is. Is a
but I
delusion. It's living a
but
delusion.
So one of the things I actually said in the chat.
I live here.
What am I
Hold
gonna
on.
do? Move out and be poor? No, I'm gonna live a delusion
No,
on a
no,
week
no.
on a weekend.
I'm just saying there's a feeling like you have to act like it. You get that feeling regardless once you move out and once you start doing stuff actually on your own. Like that's always going to be there. You don't have to pretend about it now.
Right.
So
Well,
one-
I don't think I'm pretending about it.
You are.
Well,
I live here.
I loosely am. I
You
I
walk into
pretend
somebody's house?
like I'm walking to the market from my apartment. I'm going to fancy dinners at establishments.
Yeah, but you can have that. But real.
Not for money.
Well, okay, yeah.
I wouldn't have the money.
Unfortunately, the way it's going right now.
So I feel like you have to
well,
you play a little
Like,
theater.
all right, let's play a
Can I-
game.
can I
if
say
the
what I said?
economy wasn't like fucked right now and the markets weren't shit, I think we would all be looking for ways to get the fuck out.
in a better.
100%.
But like now, like we'd be dumb to fucking move on.
Right.
Like
so
that,
I think you
yeah.
have to live the delusion.
We're forced into living a delusion. Yeah. What are you gonna say, Ange?
So I said in the conversation, I said I think that's just the mid-20s, right? This was in response
Yeah.
to like feeling like we're drowning and not doing enough. I said I think that's just the mid-20s, TBH. A lot of pressure to figure shit out. Person said there really is. And then he said something personal. I'm not going to say that. I said I just try to distract myself sometimes.
Right.
Which is
Living the
kinda what you're
delusion.
saying, right?
Yeah. Like I love. Like
And that's why-
it's simple things like
Yeah.
going grocery shopping.
Right. And let me.
Like I don't
so-
have to go grocery
right,
shopping.
and now-
That's an
I
adult
rarely go-
thing to do.
Right.
Yes.
Let me-
But I
Yeah.
feel like go around the grocery store.
That's
I
a
love going to the
taste
grocery
of
Let me,
life.
store.
but
yeah.
let me expand though.
Slice of life.
That's why I'm trying to say it's not about what we're doing. This is a different feeling.
It's a feeling you get while
Because there's
you-
things I do independently.
Right, but
there's things
you have to
there's
do those
thing-
things.
There's things I'm gonna do. There's things that I do independently all the time.
Right.
I go get food by myself. I go to the gym by myself. I have,
Yeah, but those
I have,
aren't-
I have solo hobbies. Like I try to garden by myself. Like,
Yeah, but you're at
okay,
your house.
Okay, it's at my house.
Right.
But it's a little distraction.
Yeah.
You know, it's something I can do. Like I
Right.
choose to do the things that bring me happiness, or distract. I guess, in other words, distract me from feeling like I'm stuck. You know.
I think all that stuff hits a lot different when at the end of the day you're going to your own place.
Right. That's what I'm
It's
trying to
different
say.
when you're going back home.
That's what we need, Mike.
No, I feel like the gym is a
Do you think you're maxed out? Do you think you maxed out?
no.
Do you think you hit
I
your
don't think you
ceiling?
ever feel like you're maxed out.
Well, you can't.
For right now, being in this house, do you think you're at your ceiling? Because I
No.
think I'm at my ceiling.
No, I don't think I have a ceiling.
You think you grow a little more?
And if people that know
Oh,
me think I
1000%.
have developing to do, sorry. I agree, but it ain't happening while I'm at home.
But there's a lot more stuff
And I'm
you can
telling
do.
you,
I feel
right,
like- I
dog,
feel
and
like-
I'm telling you right now, I am not immature. have put myself in a great place. If I was gonna compare to myself to other people, which I try not to do, I think I'm actually ahead of most people that I know for my age. If I'm gonna be really honest. So it has nothing to do with the. No, I'm serious. But so it doesn't. It's not a. That's why I'm saying it's different than like a not doing enough.
Yeah.
It's just a subconscious thing. Yeah, because it's like
Right.
back at home.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Back at
but you're
home,
Like it was so much different,
Here we are
like
again.
going grocery shopping and bring that shit back to like my house of roommates
Cooking
in
it.
college. Like, yeah, like
It's way
so
different.
different. It's so different.
There's no like.
Like you're cooking shit and my fucking dad and my mom breathing down my neck. Will you make it? Will you make it? Or,
Yeah,
like that's
yeah,
it's
different. And again, not a slight on the parents.
oh yeah, it's just like
It's just different.
yeah.
I'm glad Josh agrees. I
Yeah.
knew Josh would agree.
I don't know. I think
for
it's
sure. I know for sure there's viewers of this. Hit me up. Let's talk about it. Because
Shout out my
yeah.
doomers. Shout out my doomers.
I don't know. I think
I feel the same way.
Shout out the doomers.
I think
Because I don't think you like. I don't think. How do I say this? You do more than any of us.
Yeah, you do. More stupid shit.
If you're gonna talk about
no.
just doing shit to do
Oh,
shit,
yeah, I
you
guess
go out and
so.
do shit all the time.
places,
Yeah.
find new places, right? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
but I'm
that's
doing
something
actions
something
that
I
like
actually admire about you.
that give me independence,
Fair.
right?
That's a good
like
way to look at it.
what's what I was trying to say.
I like that.
Like you said, it's not doing things, but it's usually like, oh, the gym, or what'd you say the other one was?
It's like I have to go back. That's what I'm trying to
Yeah,
say. You know
yeah.
what I
Like
mean?
you're coming back
Oh,
into
that
the
was nice for an hour or two.
yeah.
But now here I am
Right.
back home.
Like you're
But I
not
feel
living
like-
it.
I
You're
feel
not
like-
living it.
I feel like the gym doesn't. There's not so much an independence in the gym.
change the plate.
No,
change
in
the
general,
Well,
location.
I'm
general.
using an example.
Yeah,
you
but-
I
fucking
know,
use.
but I'm
like even the garden thing. You're at your
agree.
house.
I know, but I agree.
doesn't-
But
it
he
doesn't-
said that was a distraction.
you know what?
from
agree
it.
with you.
Right. That's what
Take
I'm saying.
the
Like,
farmers market. We've gone before.
yeah.
It's nice for an hour and a half. I love it. I can't wait to go to the one in Garden City. I hope we go every Sunday. It's gonna
You
be
go
great,
home.
Right. That'd be pretty nice.
right?
And you go back
Can't
home.
walk there.
But after an hour and a half,
it's treacherous.
It's really good. Oh, it's actually rough.
Right.
home again. Yay!
You have to come back home eventually.
Sucks.
Yeah, but
Doesn't
it's
suck?
it's
I don't know.
different. It's different.
Doesn't hit me
Sick
like
of
that.
it.
It's a different.
No.
It's
That's what I'm trying
it's
to
so different.
It's just.
I feel like once you like, and especially like when it like you got a fucking house
The ones
or
that
like an
get it,
apartment
get it.
on your own, it's like you're going back into something that you're like that like you did that. That's you. Like you didn't buy this house you're in right now. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna be. Can I say something right
Yeah.
now? I don't know if this is an unhealthy way to think about it, but like, you have no idea.
That was an unhealthy way to think about it.
You have no idea how many. How do I even say this? You have no idea how much I've put into when I buy my own property.
What do you mean?
Like I
Q4 of
like I will
2026.
I will genuinely feel like I opened a whole new book.
Oh yes, yes.
Oh.
And
Right, you should feel like
And
that.
I've thought about it like
That's a huge
that
thing.
for years. Like
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding. Like since I was like in probably college. Like probably after I moved back and was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Fuck. We're back. You know what I mean? Like I have put so much weight into that. Like I cannot wait to start to like do what the fuck I want to do, even though I can. Like I'm not I don't feel
Yeah.
relate to this. Like this isn't like a feeling like I'm weighed down or nothing, but it's just like I need to create my life.
It's a level of freedom that you don't get.
Oh, like I think I've done all the shit that I can do at my house.
But I feel like that's what's stopping you.
Maybe
You're limiting yourself with your language.
I don't think so.
I think he's finding a way to break through that now
I don't think so.
What?
by getting his own place and starting
Yeah,
his
but
chapter
like
of
a
life.
year ago.
Yeah, but-
it's gonna be a year from now at least.
Yeah, but still, like you're.
So how is he
you're
breaking free
getting,
now?
But you're getting your head in the mindset of like,
He's
okay,
been ready.
The next step that I
Thanks.
can make.
he just said he's been thinking about
I
it
know,
forever.
but I'm saying, but like, he wasn't gonna buy a house a couple years ago.
I can't
It's
wait.
like it's different.
Well, he didn't live in his house a couple years.
Like if he was ready to go and buy a house right now, I'm sure he would.
right.
like-
but he's
like-
not.
like- like
So that's
just
what I'm
ready
saying,
to go.
Like, what is he doing
Market
now?
sucks.
Yeah.
What is he breaking through? He's waiting. He has to wait.
But I'm saying him being in that mindset of when like
Yeah.
when the time comes,
I've been so
I'm
mentally
ready for that moment
Right.
to open this chapter in my life.
Can't wait for it.
Because it is a
So
whole
he's-
different thing.
But I'm saying he's already ready.
Michael,
What is he doing now?
the market is fucked.
I understand that.
Like you can only
But I'm
be
saying mentally, he's already in
Yeah,
that place.
You guys are saying the same thing.
Yeah, I'm not arguing about him mentally.
Yeah.
I am.
What's the argue? I'm confused.
You say he's like ready to break through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what is he doing now? He's ready. He's ready.
He's waiting until
And
the
he-
moment.
I know he can't do anything.
Mentally.
He can't do anything right now besides be ready, and he is
Okay.
ready. So what else is he going to do?
Fairs.
He's just gonna sit there.
No, he's still doing stuff that makes him happy, and stuff
But he feels like he's already maxed out.
Well, that unfortunately is just how it is until he's able to get into the next
Right.
chapter of
Well,
life.
see, I don't think
It's like a stepping stone thing. Like
You
that
keep
is
going
that
on
is a
that?
milestone.
Well, I just think
it's a milestone.
You give me
I
advice?
think I-
You give me some advice. Why do I feel?
I don't know. I feel like
there's a reason why there's steps
kind of
to
agree
life.
with me, though, right?
Yeah, I
You
100%
must
agree with you.
agree with me.
That's why there's steps to life. For like you, all right. So you're in high school doing whatever, right? You get into
We've
college.
been on this stone.
You get into college, you
stepping
move.
stone for too long.
right. That's what I'm saying. You're
You know
not
what I'm
taking
trying
a
to say?
step.
It's you get into college,
But
you
it's
move
like there's
out,
not a step
you make
to take
friends.
yet, and that's what sucks.
You
But
get
there's
back
always a
home,
step.
you get a full-time job, you move out, you get a wife, get kids. Like there's steps, and now it's at a point where like you're at a step where you're like, damn, I want to get to that next step, but like because of like outstanding situations in like the world
think
in
people
general,
agree with
it's tough to like move on. So it'd be hard not to feel like damn, like I'm just trying to get the fuck out of this now.
You can feel that way, but if you can't do anything about it due to the outstanding circumstances, then what the
Just
fuck you
distract
gonna do?
yourself.
Well, yeah,
That's fair. That's
but
good advice.
I
It's
just think you
Mike,
can't
that
think
is-
like you're maxed out in a
That is a
position you are.
classic, like
I
just
see what
being
you're
like,
saying.
just don't think like that. Like that's so much easier said
do you
than
want to tell
done.
me?
I do see what you're saying.
If you're living
No one else
something,
can,
you're
no one
living
else can
something.
make you not think like that. Like no one else can change your
but
thoughts.
but like that's just not how people work. People don't work
It
like
is.
that. No, people do not work like that.
It's an interesting. I think I always ponder this because interesting railroad, right?
Oh, brother.
Always
Right.
the truth.
Here we go.
Listen,
always
no, but it's like interesting crossroads, right?
Okay.
Because in one lane you're like, oh, well, you can't just change your mind on a thing, right? And be like, oh, don't feel that way. But then the other side's like, oh,
you
other
literally-
people can't make you feel a type of way.
I
So who the fuck's doing it?
no, I think you can. I think other people can make you feel a certain type of way.
But they don't. Like depressed people are depressed. They can have a bunch of friends who make them happy, but they're still depressed.
I think people can make you depressed. I think people can make you happy. I think people can anger you. I think people can
but
make
you can't
sad.
like
I
your
actually-
friends
can I-
can't
can I
fix
say
your
something?
depression for you.
Can I say something kind of deep?
no.
Right.
Can I say
At
something?
some point,
but a therapist can. You know what I mean? Like it's
therapist points you in directions. You
but-
have to do the work.
yeah, but nothing's ever done 100% by yourself. I don't think that's
My problem with
A
that
lot of
argument.
legwork by yourself, I think.
not 100%.
My problem with that
Not 100%,
argument, Mike,
but
you can definitely for the
He got
most
dizzy.
part. For the most part, I agree. You can choose. You can choose how you react and feel to certain things,
Right.
but I'm just. There's been enough things that have happened to me in my life where I had no, like I had no choice but to feel how I felt, and I will die on that hill. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
You agree?
in theory, Mike, yes,
Like,
you
there's
are
shit-
in control of your own
There's
emotions,
shit
but
that
like you're not
happens
at the same time.
That sucks. Where like I can choose my perspective on it, but for a little bit, sometimes I can't help but like being upset about it. For a
Right.
right. So that's why I don't fully agree. And what I was gonna say is like, I think if we all realized as people that we actually have a lot of power over, like we have more power than we realize over other people's feelings, we'd all be acting a lot different. And this is going to go down a crazy
Right, because we
rabbit
don't.
hole. Because obviously you also, and there's no reason to live life other than doing what's the best for you.
Yeah.
And there's casualties along the way, right? And if I was going to go full circle and relate it back to when you feel like you're not enough in dating, like how we've all had shared experiences, probably everybody listening to this, like the initial reaction when something doesn't work out is, I wasn't enough, right?
Right.
And a lot of the times it's, oh, this wasn't right for me, da-da-da, like I need to do what's right for me, because that's how everybody should be living their life. And I just think when you're on the, not the business end,
Well, the business end.
Poop.
not on the business end, like when you're on the short ends of those sticks of somebody making a decision that's right for them
They
that
think
you
it's
don't have control over, that's where you lose me on the like, well, you can choose how you feel.
Well, you can.
Here's the thing. I want to, because we're talking
never
negatively.
lost-
We're talking negatively. One sec. We're talking negatively about it. Remember, we had a conversation about like you having a significant other unlocks a certain part of like love.
Right.
They're making you feel that. That's not something that you can just feel in the back of your head regardless. I think somebody brings that out of you. So that's something that you physically are not in control of.
Yes.
Because you're not unlocking that part unless there's somebody else there.
Right. You never had a girl I know you have. You've never, because I'm gonna be so mad if you don't give the answer that I want you to give. That surprise. You never had a girl break up with you, say it didn't work, that you had no choice but to be sad about it. I know the answer to this question. Okay,
but I'm not gonna sit there for weeks.
of course,
Right.
but you were sad.
Yeah.
You had no choice but to be sad because it was something you gave a fuck about.
I guess you could choose
Fuck up,
not
don't
to
say
be
it. Don't
sad.
say it. Stop it.
You could literally choose to
We were so
You could
close.
literally choose to dissociate and just not think about it.
Fine.
That is
that's
always a
fair.
choice.
I guess
I
that's
see people
fair.
do it all the
We're
time.
breaking up.
I see
Fucking
people
over
dissociate
confusing them.
and not be sad about it all the time.
I wish I had the ability to do that. I could do. I mean, listen. I'll tell
Listen,
you right
in a
now.
negative
there's
way,
shit-
you're limiting.
There's shit that has not worked
can't.
out where I
Right.
have been
No, but it's not good to do that.
not good to do what? To
Like, you should.
disassociate.
You should.
yourself.
Yes, you should not disassociate.
Oh, right.
But you definitely can.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
So do you agree?
With what?
I'm confused too.
What is you?
Dude.
You agree that there have been times for this is just
100%.
this is just the easiest example to bring up. I'm not trying to poke bears or anything.
100%.
Okay, that's all I need to hear. I feel way better.
But I feel like if I wanted to, I didn't have to feel that way.
Okay, that's fine.
It's just hard to do that.
Thank you.
It is hard. I didn't say it was easy.
Fuck.
If it was easy, everyone would do it.
Well, also, but I
See
don't think
how
I
I
don't,
talk
you're not
about
feeling
that?
that way. You're just
Pretty good.
repressing it. You still feel that way. It's just repressed. That's why.
Right,
That's
so
why.
you're not actively feeling that way.
But you still actively. Okay, that's fair.
Right. You're still gonna
that-
passively feel that way, but
Yeah, that's fine. I thought you were saying
like I'm
you
still
just be like,
actively
"Done.
I still
No
actively get
thanks.
mad at people, but I'm not
No thanks.
murdering someone.
This is a way better conversation than I thought it was gonna be.
Same.
no problem. I try.
It's pretty good.
Lord.
Um,
Mike said that all the
no,
time. Well, actually, I think.
I think a lot of people have limiting language about themselves. Like I don't think.
Can you? Okay, so last part, go. 'Cause I felt like you were gonna say something to me, but I kept going, and he was going.
I don't know. I feel like I've never
You were-
maxed
you
out my
said-
space before. Like I'm not like I'm not a fish in an aquarium tank, and I've like grown to the size of my tank.
Yeah.
I feel like you always do something
in your
else.
mind.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess not physically.
But there is a point.
No. That's not what I mean.
Like in my mind, yeah, I've never maxed out the space I'm in.
But there's a point in where you're
Okay.
gonna hit a ceiling before you're like, I have to move the fuck out. Like you know what I mean?
I just think I'm at. I just think
Like
I'm.
you're not gonna have a wife and kids and still live in your parents' house.
I just
if
think
you have the
I'm-
choice.
I
if you have
just
the
think
choice.
if I'm not there,
Right.
I'm really close.
But what does that help to think that? I guess if you're stuck
it
if you're
doesn't-
stuck in a spot where you can't
No, I
move the
understand-
ceiling.
I understand.
I
I'm
don't know, what did it
I'm
help?
just telling you it's there.
Yeah.
I just acknowledge it.
It's
I
just a
just,
feeling.
I think acknowledging it is
I
you're
think
placing
it's
that
a
limitation.
relatable thing for a lot of
Right?
people.
No, is
already.
it relatable? Yeah.
All right.
Doesn't mean it's a good thing.
No, not everything's good.
I don't think it's negatively impacting me.
I think
That's
it'd be,
not-
I think it'd be
that's not
worse
what
if he didn't know why
Is
he
that
was
what I'm
feeling
getting?
that way. No, I think
off?
it's a good thing that he knows.
Sometimes it seems like a negative.
No, I think in this instance, I think it's a good thing that he knows why he's feeling that way. Because it would be
Right,
worse
no,
if he had no idea.
It's a good reason to know
Listen,
why you feel
listen,
the type of way.
Listen,
Just
subconsciously.
do something about it once you
subconsciously,
realize
probably
it.
Well,
does.
he can't.
He can. Take the limitation
Stop
off.
saying he. Stop focusing on me.
They can't. Tyler.
People in general.
Y'all can.
Y'all
You
can't.
people can.
want-
You people cannot.
You're kind.
I don't mean for it to be like about me and my situation.
It's not about you.
No,
I'm just
but-
saying that. The reader can. I think the reader shouldn't put a limitation. The listener shouldn't put a limit. Chat shouldn't put a limitation
The
upon its
only,
feeling.
the only limitation.
Yeah, Chad, what do you
have
think?
are those that you place upon yourself.
Right.
So I don't know.
I think you could build a compost in your house.
That was yeah.
There's rules and regulations,
blow up
buddy.
my house with natural gas. But that was where
What the fuck is going on?
to summarize, that was where my mind initially went when our
Right.
friend in this chat posed that initial question of like, hey, like, because that's how it started. Like, you guys ever feel like you're not enough? And we were like, damn, like it's one.
Yeah, I'm sorry. What time is it? 1
1:30
o'clock on a Monday?
Like,
Yeah.
Chop. Hey, this guy doesn't work.
rough
This
start.
guy doesn't work on a Monday.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna strangle you. You know. One of
Oh,
these
it was you? I thought it was someone
No.
else.
No.
I was about to say.
You
No.
never even responded.
Me when my
I saw it too late.
what's it called? My friend who doesn't work. Fucking. You guys ever think you're worthless? At 1 o'clock, bro. I'm working. What the fuck do you want from me?
Yeah. I actually
the
feel
That's like when Josh has a 15-minute conversation. Bro, I gotta work. I'm
I
gonna,
actually
oh, he's running from it. He's running from it. I gotta work.
This motherfucker, you'd be surprised if he told you he worked.
Even I give you 40 minutes of my time, but I can't give you 50.
Figure it
Oh,
out.
he's
No,
running
you'd be
from it.
surprised. You'd be surprised motherfucker works the way he goes in the group chat. I tell you that
Gotta
much.
work at some point.
Yeah, that much.
He's in it forever.
He said, "Oh, I'm
Yeah,
losing. I gotta
work
work, buddy."
at No, I think limiting language is a big thing. If you believe there's a ceiling, then they're gonna put a ceiling on yourself, and you're gonna feel bad about it. If you can't do anything for a fucking year, at least, well, what we gonna sit here and just fucking
Right.
smush against the ceiling?
Yeah,
Fair.
The
For a
glass
year.
ceiling.
That's a great.
you switch against for a year until it breaks.
Right. That seems like ass.
But you have to.
You don't
Feels kind
move
of
the ceiling.
It's
There's a
gonna
lot
feel
of
like
different
ass.
things you can do.
Like what? Name them.
nice. I like that.
What?
It's positive.
Before you buy a house,
I mean, yeah.
I don't know, get a different job.
Oh, well, that's that easy. I gotta try that one out. Hold up.
Yeah, work on that one.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Try harder.
Do better. You could always do more. I did say that.
Right. So, you can always do more. Then what the fuck are we doing?
Until you can't.
It's just not a thing. I don't know.
If we could always do
Don't believe
more,
that.
are we ever doing enough?
No.
No.
There you have it.
Right.
None of us are doing enough.
Right. My mind.
Maybe we'll
Hopefully
start
you're
doing
not-
less.
Enjoyed that
It's not a negative impact when I say I'm not doing enough.
Correct.
Like, I don't think I'm doing enough.
Yes.
But I'm not going to go run 5 miles right now at midnight.
Like I agree. Overall, it doesn't
you could.
negatively impact.
I
me,
could,
but-
and I'd be doing a lot more, but I'm just not going to do that.
right. And there's times where you think. There's times where you think about it enough to the point where it sways you to go do that.
Right.
And I think that's what we're trying to hit at. Right. So that was good. I'm proud of you guys. That went way better. Proud of you.
Oh,
You actually like said instead of like, I just don't think like that.
oh.
So many people are like, I hate his opinion. They say that.
Well, they hate,
people say that to you too
What?
about Mike. Like what?
yeah, probably.
Like hate
Tell 'em.
hate how he views that.
Listen.
Like,
The most pure optimistic sense possible.
I think people
Listen, I'm
envy
gonna
the
bet-
optimism, but at
I
the same
admire- I
time, it's
do-
just not realistic in
Sometimes
this
I
day
do.
and
I'm
age.
living it.
No,
do.
for other people.
And
like,
well,
like
that's
you putting
that, and
you
that's
putting
the limitation right there.
You putting your mindset and saying when somebody's like coming to you for advice, you go, "Well, just don't feel like that." That is crazy.
It's a,
That is
it's a
insane.
limiting mindset.
No, that
It's a
is
limiting
insane.
mindset.
it is crazy.
That is
Try
crazy.
not feeling like that though.
Are you able to give
Like-
good advice?
like, for
wait,
instance-
are you able to give like good life advice?
He gave some good stuff today. I'll
What?
be honest.
Are you like somebody comes up to you like in a time of need? Would you be able to like
Oh,
step
time
away
of
from
crisis.
that?
What would you
No, but I
have
mean
said?
like, would you be
What
able to
would you
step
have
away
said
from
to
that
this person?
mindset?
If I texted you
Yeah.
and I was like, Mike, I was like, you ever feel like
so
you
for
ever feel
instance,
like you're
I've
not
I've
enough?
had the conversation with someone who's like, "Oh, I don't feel like I'm doing enough," and be like, "Are you fucking stupid?" And then just list the things. I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
Oh,
Like,
okay.
everyone
This and
thinks
that.
you're great.
Okay.
Like, what are you
okay,
talking
okay,
about?
Okay. Because I was wondering if you'd
Now,
go
this
into a
person, I'd be
situation.
Like, oh, I don't know. Yeah, maybe probably not.
Oh,
Can I
that's
be-
crazy.
Can I be a
But you know them. That's why.
Can I be a stickler though?
Uh-oh.
I'll be a stickler too.
Oh,
that's
shit.
that's not advice.
What do you mean? You're great.
No, well, it's not.
His
It's not
advice?
you're right. Listen,
not.
it's not advice. I'm opening their
You're
eyes. to
handing
saying-
out compliments.
Right. I'm not
But
handing
if
them out
I-
though. They live.
But
them.
if I
These are their-
said,
these are their life.
okay, so let's have a conversation. Mike, I don't feel like I'm doing enough.
Well, that's
So you say back, that's
What do you say,
say,
like-
say that's stupid. Everybody loves you. You're a great gardener. You have so much charm.
those would be the compliments I'd
compliment
say.
me.
I'm saying, you literally. Just, I mean, I think you're very far ahead of everyone else
Okay.
in life in
That's
general.
see, that's great, but I don't see myself as that. So how do you
But you are. There's a fact of the matter.
help me feel like that though? What can I do to make me feel like that?
But I don't think it's a. I don't think it's a feeling. I think it's a fact of the matter. You're so far ahead of everyone else in life. If you think you weren't doing enough, you're leaps and bounds ahead of people.
See, now this is like taking a drug.
Mike's the people
What is-
dancing in the drug commercials, happy as
You're
fuck
giving me
while the symptoms read.
Like you're giving me a pill. In 4 hours, I'm gonna feel shitty again.
Oh, probably.
So it doesn't
But it's
give
up to
good
you.
advice.
That's up to you. What the advice is, don't feel that way.
Alter my life.
It's great.
That's the advice. I don't know what to tell
feel
you.
that way. Oh,
Alter my life perspective right now.
haven't tried that.
You can't. I'm not.
I don't think
I'm
I don't think you can change someone else's perspective on something.
Fair. I knew you were gonna say.
You can
Right.
but you can point them in a direction.
I am pointing them in a direction. I'm pointing them inward.
Uh,
I'm saying, look how far ahead of other people you are.
Think more
right?
about
You
yourself.
have a very
I do-
secure
I really
job. You
do-
make good money.
I really
Yeah.
do admire though.
Like
Like,
you have a bunch of hobbies that you love, and I think people admire that about you.
thank you.
No, do the people not say that to you? Right? They say it all the time.
The therapists
Right.
say that.
But I'm just saying.
I don't
But
think they would.
right.
What?
But get
I
off
think
that.
therapists would do that.
I'm done with that bit. I'm done with that bit.
Who?
I said, would a therapist give that argument? I don't think they would.
Maybe.
I think they'd find a different.
I think that,
way to
well,
do
it'd
it.
be the same.
Yeah.
I'm done with that bit
Different words.
though. What was I gonna say? Fuck, I forgot. Shit! Wow, I actually forgot. Fuck, I was gonna say something
problem.
good too to you.
Popped them. Yeah, I think it's limited to say, oh, you can't just say that.
Oh,
Sure I can. I just did.
I'm sorry. What I do like though, and what I admire and actually value is like, you're not giving direct advice, but in a way, when you, the thing I admire about you is like, maybe I shouldn't take this so serious.
Right. I just
So,
said
like,
today,
for
life,
example-
listen, life is not serious and no problem is literally too complex.
For example,
Hunger.
right? Like
Hunger is the best pickle.
World hunger. Oh, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's right, bitch. Get fucking ratioed.
I don't know. What
Shout out Benjamin Franklin. Hunger is the best
Hunger's
pickle.
the best pickle.
Yeah, you dumb piece of
It's
shit.
a play on words because pickle's food.
I don't
No,
like
pickles a problem. You're in a pickle. In a
Yeah, but
jam
it's-
and a
no,
pickle.
but it's a play on words.
Right.
Pickle's also food.
Hunger's the best pickle. How do you solve it? Fucking eat.
Hey, shout out the kids in Africa. We
Shout out
just
the kids in
found the
Africa.
system. We just found it. We found it.
Right.
Guys, just eat.
Just
What the
eat,
fuck you
bro.
saying?
Come on.
How do you
Fuck.
end racism? Stop it.
Stop it.
Stop racism.
Stop doing it. Kanye, delete that video, please.
All right, drink milk.
Got
milk?
Serious point though. What I was gonna say was,
This song's catchy, unfortunately.
like in that little fake conversation we just had,
Right. Oh,
perhaps the conversation
Very real
not
to me.
fake, but like it was a bit. I like to think it was.
oh, I don't
Yeah.
know.
The demonstration.
I actually don't think of you like that.
Right. Me neither.
I think what somebody could take away from that is like, oh yeah, wait, I actually am kind of great.
Right. Yeah, will they
Maybe
feel like that
maybe
the
I
whole
should
time?
stop.
Will they
Maybe
feel like
I
that
should
hours later? No, probably not.
Yeah,
But
like you're similar to my brother in that in that regard.
Stop. What the fuck was that?
And I know you like don't really fuck with him like that.
what?
You made the face.
I've just never had extensive conversations with
That's
him.
fine. You don't know-
constructive,
Right, I'm saying you
conversations
don't.
with him.
Right, you don't.
I don't know him.
You don't know him,
funny.
but what I'm the thing that I see in you that I see in him is that he's the person in my life that has taught me over the years like,
Right.
oh,
goalie.
this isn't as serious as it is.
Right.
Right. Like sometimes I admire how like
Lackadaisically.
he goes on with stuff.
Yeah.
Right. And I see that in you sometimes.
Right. That makes sense.
You have different ways of going about it.
Right.
But it's in the same vein of like, oh, we'll be all right.
Right. Now you get into the point where things literally don't matter, and that's a problem.
That's not good. Yeah.
That's not good. I don't get stressed out that much.
Right.
Pressure? What pressure?
What pressure?
Yeah.
Pressure.
Um.
What pressure?
All right, that was pretty good. Anybody have
I don't
anything?
think of anything else. Shout out Gooners.
Moral of the story: you're probably fine.
Yeah.
S-
You know, like-
Problems are not hard.
Yeah.
Solutions are not complex.
Problem is the biggest
Life is not serious.
conundrum.
Yep, Hunger is the
But it
best
was-
pickle.
it was
Name of the
just-
episode.
I don't know.
Oh, we got
I'm
it.
glad we talked about it because, like, the last thing I'll say is it was interesting when I read that text initially. I was like, damn, kind of felt that.
Said I do that.
We all have the same. We all have the same lives. Damn, kind of felt that.
Right, and that was right, but that was one of the things I was kind of saying in this podcast. Now, like, maybe you're not watching this as a mid 20-year-old, maybe you're younger, maybe
Right.
you're older, and you can look back and reflect. But at least for, I'm kind.
I have to imagine at every age period they feel that way.
Probably.
Yeah.
Like I'm kind of speaking to the people our age, but like hopefully you guys relate to some of those things that we're going through. Hopefully you'll think of it in different ways, and maybe you'll feel a little better about it that we feel this way too about some of this stuff, right? Like kind of being stuck at home, like not really kind of feeling like we're stagnating a little bit, stalling. I don't know. Anyway, anything else? Nothing else. This has been Diversity Catalog, which I gotta plug at the beginning. But I kind of like when we
Oh,
just
shit.
start.
It's fine, yeah.
I think it's kind of gripping. It kind of gets
They're
the
like, what?
audience.
What is this show?
Grip it and
Josh got hit on? What?
What the hell's this?
You know, like they might
shout out
just
Hugo Stiglitz.
kind of like when the podcast that number's higher.
Right, 263. 262.
362 subs.
We fluctuate.
We left the feet guys
don't like
back,
that.
and then we got back.
This has been
Oh, yeah,
Diversity Catalog. Thank you for listening. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Nice long bit at the end. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you're listening on Apple, Amazon, Spotify, please like the podcast. Wait, if you're listening on Apple, Amazon, or Spotify, please rate the podcast 5 stars.
Yes.
And follow us on social media, Instagram, TikTok, as well as X, at Diversity Catalog, all 3 platforms. Share the clips, see the clips.
This picture's.
Hopefully the Celtics win.
It's cooked.
Will Celtics ever win again?
He's gonna tear his ACL.
Say it again.
Winning
I think
There you
I think he
go.
tore his Achilles actually. It looked
Will Jason
bad.
Tatum
It
ever
looked
play
good.
again?
Trade him. Tatum.
On a serious note, hope you're doing well. Hope you feel like you're doing enough. And spread love. Somebody around you might need it.
Those are goddamn socks.
Never know.
It's real low.